What's going on, everybody? I'm CaptainRoBear and crew, and this is Eberron, episode 81.
81.
Smell that? Smells like a new arc.
Yeah.
Got that new arc smell.
Joke's on you.
New arc or new fart? Who
I
does?
gotta go back. There's things we have left unfinished.
Nope,
We haven't
finished them all.
caused enough chaos.
All been done. All finished.
There's more. There's more to be done. You guys may have heard of
always be
lizard
more.
folk, but there's turtle folk that we haven't even begun that arc yet.
We're gonna overthrow the government one more time.
Yeah.
One more time.
That would be us.
Welcome, everybody. Let's go. Oh man, it's so nice to be on my actual home setup. Oh man.
But you look good on stage doing it live.
Oh man, we made it look like we knew what the fuck we were doing, didn't we?
Probably.
Yeah,
I
you
enjoyed
did.
it. I enjoyed it.
Dude, we had to play sound, second computer, test view, HDMI out, and I brought. Luckily, I have like a little PC panel that lets me ride the levels or whatnot, so I didn't have to do it with my mouse. That was clutch.
You just had one screen, right? It
No.
looked like. Oh, you had multiple. Okay.
I had it down below.
Like by your feet.
It was well, on the stage. Then I had a monitor pointed up at me, and
Oh,
that was
shit.
stream view.
Oh,
So that it worked out well.
Yeah.
In that capacity. But I had my main monitor and my secondary.
Okay.
But on my secondary was everybody's fucking roll sheets. It was having to roll for all of them because
Right, 'cause they
mobile
didn't have their own computers.
mobile doesn't transfer over, and if you're on a Surface doesn't transfer over either unless you have the mouse and the keyboard hooked up to it. So we learned, we learned some shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, so dude, at one point in time I was rolling for like 4 people, and that's all of a sudden when I saw myself drop to like 10 frames. My other laptop was not handling it so hot.
You got too many tabs open, boss.
Yeah, my voice was pretty garbage, but you know what? I had a microphone, so it worked. Yeah,
Tea and honey.
yeah.
Tea and honey.
At that point, it's like I got to get like a shot of cortisone, like straight in that shit.
Ozone.
It's just shutting the fuck up at a convention is hard for me, y'all. I don't know what to tell you.
It's a social gathering where you're supposed to talk. I don't know what else you're supposed to do.
My voice is actually better today. I just haven't spoke that much, so it's like getting warmed up right now, and it's 100 degrees, so I didn't just sit there and drink warm beverages all day. That wasn't happening.
No.
But we are getting sleep now, and that's what does fix your voice at the end of the day.
Unless you're a sleep talker.
We're a little, which I'm pretty sure I screamed fuck in the middle of my sleep on the plane. I haven't told anybody this, but I think I said some weird shit. I think I said some weird shit. Like I got a lot of stink eye.
Like when you woke up, it was like,
Yeah, like I think I made a little like kind of like a little jump and shit. Like
Dude,
So-
mine would have been farts. I fart so much when I'm asleep, because then you have no you're not trying to control your fart when you're asleep. Like it's just a fart. So man, like you're that would have been my looks.
no
I
nocturnal
can't sleep on
emissions for
planes.
me.
so I don't worry about it. I just watch movies.
Yep, that's really me. I can't sleep except in
Oh,
bed.
I go in a pass it in and out mode, which is like probably even worse. It's like
Yeah.
it's like putting sleep mode on your computer. You know it's a bad idea. So you know what? I'm going to tell one story before we get into anything. I'm going to tell everybody out in the audience the best story from GCX, and it truly deserves this background. So for everybody that joined us for the first live show ever, thank you. It was the shit. It made everything worth it. Goals achieved. But let's bring this back down to reality and what your dungeon master really does. Second to last day, I'm on the last haul back to our rooms of filling up beverages inside the Yetis, and I have a lot. I have 2 cans in each pocket. I got a full Yeti 48 ounce. I got a full 32 ounce Yeti, and then I got a side cup. I got solo in my right hand. And I'm walking, and you know, these halls, the halls are a little skinny back to the room. So like every now and then, like you go sideways or some shit like that, and I can see this Karen. See this Karen coming down the hallway. This Karen's not doing so hot. She's a little bit of a crackhead Karen. She may got a little too much sun. She gets up, like, hasn't done anything. Has shown no signs of true crackheadiness yet, other than a little kind of like a little odd behavior,
Little
like
chicken head twitches.
yeah, you know, just a little bit. I'm like, we're not full like Silent Hill nursing it until fucking gets right next to me, and she goes and throws herself up against the fucking door. Freaks the fuck out once she gets like 1 foot from me. So what the fuck's my reaction? Wow, fuck, what the shit? Dude, I squeezed that solo cup so hard, I split it vertically.
Oh no!
And boom, just this explosion of drink, which doesn't help. And I'm like, oh, I turn and look at her, and I look at my cup, and I'm losing the fucking drink. So then, like, my natural instinct, I just fucking go to the drink, you know, I go to pound the drink, but I'm still looking. So then she takes off running like a GTA fucking NPC.
Give him a star.
Dude, I had a 1 star in the hallway on Saturday night. Oh, dude, I could have had a heart attack right there. I was done. That woman scared the shit out of me. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know, man. She got in proximity and it was over. Ooh.
I just love that it was like literally right in front of you. Like it couldn't have been like, 10 feet down the hallway and it happens, and then you're just like, oh, that's weird.
Oh,
No, it's
yeah.
like
He's
right
really not a
next
big
to
guy,
you.
so he's inconspicuous. She probably didn't notice him until she was right next to him.
Yeah, he's a little. You can miss him.
Yeah, I think maybe
sure.
she was. Maybe she was like tripping until it became proximity. Like, that man's got a lot of drinks. But like I looked like a fucking savage, like just crushing this drink that exploded all over me, like staring at her down the hallway afterwards.
You
So
turned into the hallway Yeti, and she was frightened.
yeah.
Hey,
Daddy's drinking Jack and Coke.
at least you down the drink and save some of it.
Yeah, I got about half of it and wore the other half.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It was Bife's
Crushing
drinking.
a solo cup in your hand.
Just a little dip in the pool, you'll be all right.
It was Bife's anyway. I told him, I said, next time you come to America, I'll have your Yeti ready for you.
Lord Daddy Yeti, nice.
Yeah. It was good times though. A lot of fun. This GCX was a shitload of fun.
Jealous.
Yeah, you should be. It was dope.
It was.
It was really dope. D20 Deathmatch Live is fucking the shit.
That was
was
so
a lot
fun.
of fun.
Their shows, like, I would be like, no, I'm just not even doing the show unless it's live again. It's so much it's such a fun audience participation show.
Yeah.
And like dumb chaos, like good times, man. I really enjoyed watching their shit. And it worked out well because we were the first room on the right. So like people could really find us. Like we were there and we were loud. Easier for them. Like we were up against the biggest event, the 1v1 tournament. Meteorian Core was. So we knew we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna have a little less return on that, like for sure. But we were worried like, okay, D20s at the very beginning, so Mud was just screaming and pig squealing and had Metal cranked as loud as he could to like
He
get
killed
shit
it,
in.
dude. He absolutely killed it. He was such a good host. Him and Becca.
Him and
Man,
Becca did a really good job, and obviously Tej is the fucking stud. And we met shit, I just fucking lost his username in my head. Rogue was really good. Rogue was just a random community member that Sam knew from Final Fantasy 14. So like we became fast friends. His like the whole audience took all of his fucking his blades that he'd named after the friends. And that's what I signed a blade several times. It's pretty funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a good time. I'll say my apologies right now. as I try to learn all the people I just met, all your fucking usernames. Yeah, so bear with me for everybody I met over the weekend that stops in as I learn all your shit.
That was a good reminder for me to pull up YouTube chat.
It be there. Yeah, it was that Bullfrog versus Osmosis Hyroa. Yeah, and so Black Ops and Hyroa were down. We drank at the pool every day. From sun up to sundown. Enjoyed ourselves. Lots of more good stories, but we ain't got time for all that. But thank you for everybody who came out. Like, that's a whole big mood, man. D&D with a live audience, one of the handful of people to get to ever get to do it, was an honor. So thank you guys. Can't wait to do it again. And I don't want to wait a full fucking year. So we gotta have to figure this shit out.
I have an idea.
Oh, yes. And to answer the question for everybody else, it was not a turd. It was only an alert. It was not a turd. The management pinched it. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was, and they just reopened the pool up. But like I said, why is everybody all upset about one turd in the pool versus 60 crusted gamer asses?
Yep. It's like, really?
You're just hoping they got the right amount of chlorine. And let me tell you, I know they do, because the water at that resort is unfucking drinkable. That shit is so rank. You better come in with your case of water. I don't think I've ever tasted anything like that before. That's what is there is wet, but it is not water.
You're talking about just the water, like the sink water.
Straight up sink water, dude.
Yeah. Okay. That's the water I was raised on, so that explains enough about me, I think.
Yeah, that shit ain't right, dog. You know what? I can get fluoride and put it in a tube and brush after I brush. I'll just. Ooh. Yeah, that shit ain't right, man. Other than that, who's got big announcements they want to let the community know before we get into it?
Nada.
We all want to get into this new arc.
That's what you think.
Train breaks down.
You're trying to kill me since level 1, level 14. You're still trying to kill me. Everything you do.
Don't worry, the radio business beat me to that in the first place. I'm just the third layer on that cake.
Yep.
Over here, we have D&D tomorrow night. I know of which I will play. I cannot confirm or deny whether Mud is going to be there or not. It all depends when I give him a little wellness check tomorrow to see if he is happy and healthy. You never know after coming after a convention whether somebody's gotten enough rest or not. So, but we will be very similar kind of episode over there. We can still have it without Mud if need be. So we will have D&D. Just may or may not have him, depending on how he's feeling. That goes for the same for Meteorian Core and my voice with it afterwards. More than likely, we'll be separating and not doing D and double features for the rest of the summer. We're gonna be figuring out a new schedule with Meteorian Core, but we'll keep you posted. Or not Meteorian Core, but called the Netherdeep. We're gonna figure out something with it so I can go back to doing one show prep before, but it's neither here nor there. We're gonna get there. And I think that'd be it. Want to thank Voodoo Ranger. Thanks for sponsoring us for the entire year. You were delicious this weekend. I did not have nearly enough arms for the amount of Voodoo Rangers that I wanted to drink when I tried to do my job. It was damn delicious. Oh, by the way, still couldn't get Juice Force. Still couldn't get it.
Publix sold out.
Problem was, I didn't go to Publix. I only went to one of the other liquor stores, and they didn't have it there. Tyson went to Publix and got the lunch meat. I should have told him, like, go look for the Force. Sorry.
Bring me the Force.
Got an 18 pack of Juicy Haze. Made that shit work.
Hell yeah.
It was damn good. And to our lovely patrons, Shabby, Shy Flames, West Wolf, thank you for your above and beyond patronage, for covering the map bills over here. We couldn't do it without you. And all our $25 patrons, thank you very, very much. And for everyone who spends money over here on the channel to keep our little independent theater online working, thank you. Picking up where we left off last week. Finally coming to a crescendo. The takeover of New Throne complete. The reveal that a Rakshasa Mordheim was behind most of the latter chaos inside New Throne. Having both the city and Father Camden underneath his thumb. Collecting as many souls as possible, and even trying to harvest the souls of those long lost deposited in Kebara via dragon shards. With a victory in hand, both over Mordheim and setting Father Camden free. New Throne and Kebara proper have become underneath the control of a consortium of the Twilight Pact, shifters, our own Skybreakers, and the citizens who live there. We pick up weeks later. Now long settled in with our provisional government. Safety in the city restored once again. And a little less chaos. As construction for the railway ramped up to the nines. Securing the long awaited pact of which the Skybreakers held to House Thrask, that they would ensure the safety of the railway through Kebara in its new route. Now headed south. Going through unwatched territory. Headed to new lands soon. We pick up with Eberron admiring the handiwork of the very, very small 310 to Yuma style station that is now set up for loading and unloading mostly dragon shards, but the handful of workers, travelers, explorers, and adventurers. This is the time for you to think what you have done in the last handful of weeks. How was your victory spent? How was your downtime spent? And I'm going to put Latash on the spot first, since he spent the most time in this city.
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh. Surprisingly, Latash did not go back to Le Ultima Parola, if that's what you think he was going to do. He kind of ventured around town and visited other districts. Almost a bard politician, spreading word of the battle, what had been done, what had been won, the mysteries unraveled, singing songs about dragons and his friends and boats in the river. drinking more than his share and doing quite a bit of philandering. Now just kind of quietly smirking, writing God knows what on a leather-bound book that he's got in his lap with his guitar. That's not right. No, that's not right. No, I need a major minor before we go flat. He's muttering to himself.
So you never went back and saw her?
Nope.
Gasp. You son of a bitch.
Is this even the same Latash? Like, what the hell?
No, it's just more of Latash's bullshit. I mean, he's got you, Oxie. He doesn't need another helping of a relationship.
Can't lean on me for everything, man.
You know, hence the philandering.
I got cold hands.
No, you have sparky hands, which, you know, can be good on occasion, but not for what I'm into right now.
I'm gonna until you try it.
I'm gonna roll, since it's been weeks. I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if Adele ever saw you inside town.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm gonna roll.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. I'm waiting for the roll. I want to see what happens. Because honestly, I can completely...
Oh! You were a ghost.
Latash perished in the battle for New Throne.
Hey, you know what? She's better off thinking.
Adele could always tell because it just smelled that much cleaner in town. And she knew that Latash couldn't be there.
Nope.
I always thought he'd return, but he never did.
He never did. That dirty wook.
You could hear the fireballs from the city.
A Witchlight 120 is waiting for him.
Hey, I only smoke New Throne Spirit now, so.
All right. I need a roll 20 from everybody. Low number goes next.
Oh.
Oofta.
Garomesh.
You go twice.
Garomesh. Cool. Yeah, you go twice. Yeah, you have to make up two things.
Oh, cool. I mean, there are two personalities in me. So.
True. There we go.
There's a lot of bickering.
Garomesh, what have you or Callista done in the last handful of weeks?
They've spent the time to embrace everything, embrace their past, embrace who they are now and who they were then, with the help of the gift that he was given, or they were given, from Umber. The awakening, and then the completing of the final task. There's with the closing of Father Camden's life and forgiving Father Camden and allowing him to pass into the flame. It kind of closed the whole chapter on what Callista was. And there's no more mission ahead. So now they have to try and forge their own mission, which now they have to accept the person that they were and now figure out who they want to be. And in that, they've reached out to the shifters and discovered their way of life a little bit more, but also trying to help heal the trauma of the pure flame, and show that that's not what the silver flame actually is, and that was a twisted and manipulated version of what could be. And so in that they've embraced almost a cleric-like mentality towards the religion, essentially. So they're still very much a fighter at heart, but there's also that little bit of like, I should also leave behind good things, and in so doing, learn the practice of healing their wounds and healing other people's wounds. So they have picked up Cure Wounds.
Let's go.
Very cool.
I don't like
So
that.
I did it as a cleric initiate.
Three Death Knights will do that to you as well.
3? Or was it 8?
For real.
So like they're learning like the balance that Umber presented too, is like there's a time for destruction, but there's also a time to leave a better thing behind after the destruction.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Jinxies. Echo, you go next. What have you been up to?
So Echo didn't really celebrate in any kind of fashion. He wasn't, he probably was very annoyed and shit talked Latash a bunch for going around and talking about all the exploits or whatnot. I think Echo was very much, as soon as it was done, it was instantly, okay, I have to go to the front and I have to figure out what happened. I need to figure out what was lost. And then he spent much of the time counseling and helping put in place this new government and protections and security and I mean, it was just like this continuation of just he's still on the job. And it wasn't until after the council basically pardoned him from his contract and he basically finished what he had agreed to with payment, I hope, that he then kind of took some time to himself, not really trying to go out or see anybody or talk to anybody. I mean, I think he just kind of did a lot of introspection, and I think it's safe to say we knew that we were going to be leaving on the train, correct? At some point, DM. So I think in the sparse conversations that happened between the group.
By the way, just a quick question. Do you have an air conditioner fan on? Something really, really, really loud?
I do. Do you want me to lower it a little bit?
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Yeah, sweat that shit out.
Is it really? Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
pretty rough.
It's normally not that bad. Okay, give me a moment. You want to? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay.
I thought I could handle it, but I can't. I tried.
Chat, did you get that
This is a
mark?
good time to ask then, do you hear it on mine? Because I feel like I'm hearing it in my monitors, but I checked with the other group, they weren't hearing it, talking words.
You're pretty
Okay.
good on my end.
Okay.
I'm back. Is this better?
Yes, thank you immensely.
Okay.
I'm
So
sorry.
what it was is I thought I had it on 1, but it was on 3. So it was like,
Oh.
I was like, man, it seems kind of hot today, but like in terms of like noise, but I'm like, maybe it's just me. And I was like, no, it's actually.
I felt the 3.
No, that was Echo fuming after that. No.
I'm actually impressed he made it this long.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised. I just figured it was good because no one said anything. And normally RoBear's like instantly like, what the fuck did you do? But one of the things that probably would be kind of caught up is a bit of unease, I guess, from Echo. Someone who's been pretty much confident in what's going on, but anytime that the conversation of getting on a train and going somewhere, he's been a bit uneasy, and usually has some of that diesel drink mix of fuel or whatnot, and kind of just there's something off. And I think, like, and knowing Latash and Oxie, mostly, they'd probably pry, but you wouldn't get anywhere. I know Garomesh wouldn't probably push those buttons, but it just seems as the closer that it got to leaving, the more uneasy he got. But yeah, I mean, I think that was mostly what I had kind of in my head, is just securing and making sure everything was finished, finishing his contract, making sure that he got payment, and then spent a lot of alone time.
Even with the alone time, do you think there would have been still some group bonding?
Sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's where you kind of got those moments, right? There, it's like, hey, we're all getting together for drinks tonight,
Right.
And then those discussions would, hey, the train's coming, in a couple weeks, like, I think part of it was waiting for my contract to be fulfilled, and there was finishing up a few things, but I think those were those moments where it was like, maybe some excitement of, hey, what's new or whatever. But with Echo, it wasn't excitement. It just was worry, I guess, or nervousness, or it's hard to read, but he's uncomfortable anytime that conversation came up. That's me.
So I think even just piggybacking right off of that, so Oxie would have been very much involved in the physical rebuild, right? There was destruction that happened, for sure, that happened in the town square that needed some rebuilding to happen. And I'm not going to speak for Recoil, but I would imagine that there would have been a lot of back and forth and
hell yeah,
new shit. Yeah. Building stuff back up.
100%. We would have leaned into any available hour, where we could put our skills to use in that fashion.
At that same time, using that opportunity to forge new things. So with these experiences of these last battles, having new ideas, I'm seeing like crazy blueprint, like hand drawn, like, oh man, what if we can make it do this? And, we add this in. So there was a lot of ideas that probably got hatched during those couple of weeks as that rebuilding was happening and as materials were being found. And especially seeing Echo's not pulling back, but like apprehension, picking up on that, there would have been a conversation that would have got started, and we can even kind of have this now as like a flashback. But hey, Echo, you seem like you like to get up in the mix sometimes, especially when you got that new fancy blade of yours. Been working on a new material. I don't know, we might be able to make some adjustments if you're interested.
Well, I do like that blade, but I prefer to keep my distance. But every once in a while, you just have to get into the thick of it. What'd you have in mind?
As he goes and just kind of makes some like real close observations to a lot of the machinery and metal that's on your body.
I think,
looking
like,
to see
when
like,
you first start that without like really explaining what you're doing, I just put my hand up and push you back. What the fuck are you doing?
just come on, just let me humor me. Just want to see
you.
No touching, just eyes. As he drops one of those blood scryer oculi down just to inspect closer on the material.
You can explain it, then you got better than me. Go ahead.
All right. As he's going through and seeing kind of how all these metal pieces just kind of attach and where some of the fixtures are, I don't know. We might be able to might be able to add a little bit more sturdiness. And with that, he gives you a couple of taps on your chest. And the idea being here that I want to offer you the ability to make yourself a little more constituted. Because one of the things I can do is replicate a magic item, and I was going to gift you the Amulet of Health as the D&D item, but that would bump your Constitution up to 19. So give you kind of a overhaul of the metal and alloy that's on you, and just kind of harden and do as much restructuring as we can to make you a thick boy.
I think that's up to DM.
Oh no, I've already.
Allows.
Oh yeah, that's what he does.
Add cool shit to the party.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I think Echo. It probably takes you some convincing, and it's not necessarily that he doesn't. I mean, he's had plenty of reports. He knows who was here before. He knows who you are. He has a whole dossier on you. He knows you're gifted and very talented and can do many things. The pushback that you always got is he has no understanding of what he is and how this came to be and how it functions.
Oh, that's interesting.
That he has pushback that he doesn't think even you would understand or know to a certain degree. So if it's all framework and protection, he would be on board. But anytime you would ever bring up anything about looking at the internal like mechanism or how things would be a stark pushback. Like,
can we do a roll on
not.
that? Can we do a roll on it? Because there was definitely some involvement, right? You know, he's showing you some of these designs, right? He's built some out, done some testing. He's, you know, whipped it with a lash so you can see how much it holds onto that hit, you know, withstands it better. But as that attachment was happening, actually adding it to your body, there would definitely have to have been some like moments where, you know, you're kind of peeking behind the curtain a little bit.
Sure.
Roll your tinker first,
Okay.
Oxie, and then it's going to be a wisdom saving throw against it.
I gotta add it. I already have it added in there. Plus
Okay.
15, 32.
Sure. Yeah, you are good at this, huh?
32. So you're going to be at the top of the save tree on this. DC 22.
And this will now just be a spell attack.
No, this is a saving throw for Echo.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Wisdom saving throw. Yeah, 15.
Luckily, throughout this entire process, you had the hands of a surgeon. And while it's off-putting for any augmentation to be done, Echo realized that he dropped twice in the invasion. And while it might be off-putting and he might not understand it, the military side of him knows he needs the tools to get the job done. Well, he may not want to look and see that he's just as much machine as he is man these days. I think he would willingly accept the help over time.
Yeah.
So I think the question then is would, during this attachment process, during this work, would there have been anything that Oxie would have seen regarding the inner workings of Echo that Echo is not aware of, that Oxie would have caught a glimpse of?
I would imagine so. Echo, to this point, I guess, is knowledge for everyone. Not your character would know this, but as you, Echo has never opened up anything. He has never looked inside. Probably one of the very few things that he could be, I guess you could consider, afraid of is he doesn't know his construction, and if I go tinkering, what happens? So he's never actually like, and the other thing is, and in the history of when this happened is things have happened. The morning was chaos. No one can explain what happened, and Echo can't explain what happened to him, and he gets thoughts and ideas and manifestations of magic that he has no idea where this comes from, how it happens, where it works. His ammunition, the specialized arcane mechanical gunpowder concoction, was a thought, and it just kind of manifested and was created. There's so much that he doesn't understand about himself, that when you're talking about the framework, he understands, yes, I need to be sturdier because I almost died. But it's only if you try to make direct advances at trying to get deeper within his body that he pushes off. But as long as, I think you would absolutely have peaks in and being able to see what's going on, but it's only if you were trying to make specific advances to metal that there would be a stark, no, don't fucking touch it.
Okay.
So I think you would absolutely have some veering in and probably some look behind the curtain that even Echo hasn't had.
So
no.
it would essentially be this. You get close to where the machinations of himself forge with the actual human tissue. And you can see that that's a spot that both neither Echo nor you want to be anywhere near.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Is Oxie would see that, understand that that's way above his head and expertise, and would make note of it. Would make note of the resistance of it. But I don't think he would have a framework for even understanding how that came to be. Like I really don't.
You would just move over and work on what you knew.
Yep.
And what you understood.
So I think that would have been a fun process, and it would have happened over the course of days. You know, it wouldn't have been just one sit down. It, like a tattoo session. We'd do it in chunks, just keep adding to it.
Yep. I probably drank most of the time through it.
A lot of drinking, not by Oxie at the time. Nope. Post session, he's stone cold sober during all of it for sure. Scout's honor. But you flavor it however you want, as far as if it adjusts your look at all or if it maintains your look. But you do get to add the item Amulet of Health to your inventory, and bump that Constitution up, baby.
Dope. I'm gonna just run with this, and then if I need to rein it back, DM, just let me know. I think the interesting thing that we've talked about a whole bunch with Eberron is the morning, and how no one knows what the fuck happened, and so much was changed and altered and chaotic that it's like sometimes it's just unfathomable, and trying to explain something that you've never been seen or done before. How do you explain that, right? So I think you've built this framework, right? And you've replaced some of this like mechanical pieces for sturdier metal, sturdier pieces of equipment. But what's not expected is that this weird internal arcane energy, this magic that just kind of sort of coincides with the machine and the human piece of Echo, whatever that may be, makes almost alterations to the point of where it's almost like there's this like slight like magic aura that is kind of adapted with the new hardware that you've put on. And so while it's your work and it's fantastic work, because like he said, you are a surgeon, you are the best of the best at this craft, there is still even surprising to you after a few days when you look at it, unbeknownst to me, but there's things that you didn't do that kind of seem to have adjusted or shifted a little bit. And it kind of maybe is like, well, that's not quite what I did, but it's still your handiwork, but there's just this weird
something else
alteration
added to it. Yeah. Interesting.
If that's okay, DM. Yeah. So, but I will absolutely add that. That's freaking awesome.
Hell yeah. So yeah, that'd have been Oxie. Building a lot of shit, rebuilding a lot of shit, and trying to add some of that, create those moments for bonding through a lot of all of this time. You know, through adding some augments to Echo, through going over battle tactics with people as we've had these encounters, but that would have been how Oxie would have spent his time for sure. And that was fun. Thank you for doing that with me, Adam.
Anyone else thought of any additions to their downtime?
I found so many magic items.
I think we're all like, man, I hope we get magic items.
Make sure that whatever magic items you've been given this session, you write them off to the side, or you can just go ahead and clear out all of your magic items right now, because I have them all accounted for.
Okay,
I figured.
know which the one they gave me. Which thank you, chat.
Yeah, chat. Jeez.
I would, before we get to the train, I would get with Recoil and want to have a one-on-one conversation.
Go ahead,
with
start.
him. So I think this is one where it's probably late at night, and I've been kind of off on my own, and I come into the bar and maybe Recoil's there tinkering or something. And Echo has a bit of smell of alcohol. He's been in the bottle a bit. And he kind of sits down and he's kind of quiet and kind of looking off. And then, how you feeling, Recoil?
How's it going, Whiskey Breath?
Yeah.
Bring enough for two. Smells like my type. Strong.
It is. He passes the bottle over.
Much obliged.
I've been thinking a lot for a long time. And I'm worried about you.
Worried. That's not something that's in your vocabulary.
I know. And that should speak volumes. When I ask how you're feeling, I don't just mean, are you happy? I mean, what do you feel? What do you think?
Yeah. I told you, I don't understand it either. That voice that you used to always talk about inside the rest of the soldiers' heads. That voice that could get them killed if they thought for too long. Something we never had to worry about, the Warforged side. I understand it a little bit better, Chief. It's not something that's there every day. But I've had experiences. They've left its mark on me. I can't say it's bad, and I can't say it's been good. Been an experience. And it's made me a little bit closer to you. Probably feeling the same thing with whatever you went through. You're probably feeling a little bit more like me. If I had to guess. Even though this is a strange experience. Probably feels a little bit more normal what I'm going through than what it is that you're going through. Would I be right in that assumption?
Maybe.
Maybe. What you worried? Think I might get all soft here inside? Start taking up a lute? Playing songs with Latash?
I'll shoot you before I let that happen. But
Doesn't sound so. Yeah, I'll let you shoot me too.
I'm worried about the opposite. What might happen. You. This new connection, this new consciousness, this new clarity. It's dangerous. I think
yeah.
it could be a virus. It could be damnation. If you peer too far or too deep behind the curtain, I've seen it. I've experienced it.
Yeah. What would I say if I told you that maybe I was working on a little something to make sure, just in case? Rico is going to pull out a small sphere.
Of annihilation.
One encrusted with dragon shards around it. Just like all the boys said, it's nice to have a extra pair of eyes out there. I would say, Garomesh, if we're having this conversation, that I'm not anywhere near anybody else.
Okay.
On this one, while I have this out, I would say that you probably saw us in the public space, get in, begin to have a close conversation, and then move somewhere. So you know they're having
Yeah.
you know they're having a important conversation.
The War Buddies conversation.
Yeah, you know, taking a walk. And he's going to pull out that small sphere. And Echo, you have seen a Dulcet before. And you know that it's essentially, it's AI. It's a Cortana. It's a voice inside.
Wait, but which Cortana is it?
Keep your head in the game. Keep your head in the game, boys. I've heard the thoughts in my own head. But I think I want to make sure that nothing gets out of check. So hopefully that puts you in a peace of mind.
It helps. I don't ever want to be in a position where I have to kill an old friend, decommission.
I'd say speak for yourself, but you've done a pretty good job of that already. I got concerns for you.
Yeah, I don't know why I let Oxie do what he did, but mighty handy work he did, so I'm feeling a little better in that regard. But
just like you're concerned for me. Don't waste what you got. Very, very unsoldier-like of you. Use the tools. Otherwise, you're just wasting weight. You gotta come to terms with your new self.
It'd probably be easier if I could understand the fuck that is. Let me show you some. I see takes out this small piece of ammunition, and you see these like small runes that kind of almost like move like wisps, and it's just this dark black, like almost like smoke that just seems to kind of ever so faintly swirl within the runes, and he kind of sets it down in front of you. You know what the fuck that is?
Not a clue.
That is well, that is part of the new me, I suppose. I had a dream. Or maybe it was a thought. But I thought hunting someone, following someone, I can do things no one should be able to, including create this at some point. And this will allow me to latch on, in a sense.
You do realize that you're coming to me to talk about dreams when you're upset the fact that I have dreams now, right?
I'm worried about you diving too deep behind the curtain and snapping.
I can say the same for you.
I don't meddle. I don't peer behind the curtain. I'm afraid to. Because I don't know what's there.
You know what happens? The Warforged and war machines, when they don't get maintenance, you can put your head in the sand as long as you want. But eventually, that deferred maintenance is gonna come home to roost. Sounds like we both got a problem on our hands. Except you see here, I've come to see the medicine man. He holds that docent in his palm.
Then we'll make an arrangement. If we both, either or at any time, go too far in a direction, a hole, some we can't get out of, and we're not ourselves, we'll do what we're good at. And we'll make sure it stops permanently. Yeah.
I think we can all agree to that.
All right. Well, I think I've taken up enough of your time. I'm gonna get going now. But, you feel anything off, let me know. And if I get to, feeling a bit confident, maybe I'll let you know and we can, take a look.
Yeah. I do have something for you. As recoil slams down on the table, a replica ring of our old unit during the war. Remember this old guy?
Simpler times, some would say.
Simpler times indeed.
He picks it up and kind of holds it up, and you see that eye, kind of the red eye, just kind of like examine it like a little bit closer.
You have a ring of protection.
this will do just nice.
Just remember, I still got your back more ways than one.
I know, buddy. I know.
He shows you he's actually added an old pin. So he's starting to collect on the insides now of his different times. Something that he's long not had. That's the thing about this up here. What it's good for. Makes you think about the past. Sometimes that's not a bad idea.
I can agree to that.
Did we just make a new tank?
I hope so.
Garomesh, you would see us come back in to whatever common space we were in, back and have one last drink off that bottle before we separated.
Garomesh doesn't say anything, just knowingly kind of gives the bro nod, the nod of respect. The instead of the up, it's the down.
After that interaction with Echo, Rico would let everybody know that he's going to go for a little extended hike. Next day, he's going to go up. Wants to go up on the side of that mountain again. Before we hit the train and are locked back down to the ground, he wanted to get one last look over K-Bara. As he's made his way up the side of the mountain by himself, trying to get as close to the same view as when he had the visages from Darthiki. Almost around the area of where his plane crashed. He's going to pull out that docent. No, you had a lot to say up there, big guy. But I never know when you're there and when you're not there. And it's no offense. I need these eyes on the back of my head at all times. Hell, it's weird even me talking. Just like this inside my head. I appreciate it. But I imagine it'll come to an end. So I want to come up here to decide the last thing that I watched. I know I never got to finish building that ship again, and maybe when I put this in, I won't ever be able to. But this felt like a fitting human thing to try to do. And by God, as he looks down at that orb, if this thing sounds like Latash, forgive me. And he's gonna put that docent in. Yeah. powers down off the side of that mountain. Staring across in the same cloud-filled sky overlooking peaks of snow that rescind down into jungle and streams.
Oh shit! What a time for a 20!
Wow.
Holy shit!
What a time for a 20! You like the antithesis of Latash with that?
It's Garomesh. It never talks.
He opens his eyes, but his eyes aren't open. And the first thing that he hears is Latash. And for a moment, he feels what it feels like to have hair stand up on the back of his neck. It's not a feeling he's ever had before.
Oh, that's gotta be weird.
You know I'm your favorite, right?
You are the last. As he pauses and holds still, as he realizes that that voice inside of his head is his. No. This is a program. Reveal yourself, Dawson. But nothing happens. Dawson, please reveal yourself. My friend, I don't believe anyone will. Dawson. Are you mimicking voices that I've heard before? I'd figure by now that you would know the difference between me and machine. Yeah, I'm still powered down. This is that shit that I can't control. Oh, you can control it just fine. It's all yours to control now. The good, the bad. Slow days and the fast. The dreams are yours. As Recoil looks down and the airship is done. He was always there for you to complete. And he stares off into his first real dream. And he realizes, he looks down as he goes to the bottom of where the engine of this airship is. And he sees his rebuilt consciousness inside of his head. So this is it. This is what it feels like. He feels a sense of touch and a connection of memory and shared memories, and then all those bits and pieces begin to flood in from the pact that we made with the lizard folk, and it's tangible. It's almost like it's super powered, like he can just flip through all the memories of the shared consciousness, and he hears your voices, and he hears, more importantly, his own inner monologue. No longer fading in and out. So you hear this the whole time. No wonder this stupid shit that comes out of Latash's mouth. He's done said the words 3-4 fucking times. You just gotta spit it out at that point. So then you sit around here, you overthink things for days. Like, did I pack everything? I know I looked at the list. Why did I never need to look down at the list again? I know I've already had it. I looked, that's my program. I don't need to look at it twice. Oh, Jesus Christ, what day is it? Fuck, did I tell anybody that I came up here in the first place? As he kind of opens his eyes up over the sunset and kind of falls back a little bit with his hat. I don't know whether I need it. I don't know whether I want a drink or if I want to dance or... And he takes a second to process what it's like as his eye receptacles well up with just a little bit of ethanol as it drips down over the side of his face. I think I need a drink. Yeah. Low on fuel. Yeah, that's what that is. That's just a low fuel warning. That's all. He makes his way down the mountain.
Don't you let them emotions rule you.
It's my favorite scene of this new arc.
Holy shit, we got a sentient AI.
Full on, dude.
Yeah, that's not scary at all.
I've been wondering about that shit for a long time. I'm so glad.
It's literally the one thing Echo just said he didn't want to have. It's like he's like worried about.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Oh God, that'll be great.
Hey, I was gonna let it be the roll of the dice whether I had someone else talking up here. Oh,
Better than having my voice in your head all the time.
Fuck, it's worst. It's worst.
It's not my
Dear
voice.
God.
It's your voice.
Can you imagine what it would be like to go from not hearing thoughts in your head to hearing a bunch of thoughts in your head and being aware of all of them? Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a moment. I just like the instant process of, there's logical explanation for this. Like computing in your head, like, no, it's this. No, it's this. No, it's this. Because like that's what you've always done. Is like here's the answer.
Here's
like,
the answer.
There's no decision. It's just boop.
Now I am irrationally getting things wrong on the grocery list.
Yeah.
Welcome to
I'll
human
roll a
consciousness.
perception check, but I don't even think I need to because I would wager that Recoil walks different. Like he just looks like he's a different thing now.
Oh,
or
yeah.
is it? Yeah, like I.
There's
I
a
feel
little
like that
bit
would
of
be super obvious.
There's a little bit of Johnny Depp swagger.
Yeah, right.
There's a little bit of like when he walks in the tavern, it's more like Val Kilmer now. There's a little. He's
Night at the Roxbury, you know.
Walking and staying
you doing
alive.
okay there, Recoil?
Yeah, by the way, I use my walk.
I just want to see that. I'm ready to see a lightning rail. I'm ready to see that engineering again, face to face.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty fun ride, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it.
Are you fucking smiling?
Yeah, I'm excited. That's a big fucking machine.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we
I don't
built
think
some
I've ever seen
toys,
you
but
smile.
I've smiled. I like blowing shit up.
Yeah, yeah. We do
What about
like
you?
that.
Usually smiles when he saves me, Oxie.
Yeah,
Don't let him
just
fool
like
you.
being saved. God damn it. Everybody just
Yeah.
I nudge Harley Dog. That's why I'm his favorite.
Favorite to fucking pick on.
Okay, Jesus Christ. You had no quip. I was holding my breath there. Jesus. That
What?
was scary.
Look at him.
Went on a little walkabout and you came back a whole different
Three-
Warforged.
3 weeks and he's already working on another belly baby. We're gonna get you into some PTO when you get you off this train.
PT for sure. I think all of us need a little bit of good activity. Oh, I've been busting my ass in this damn town.
Yeah. Speaking of busting ass, check this out. He doesn't show you his Dawson. He shows you his wand sheath that he's added up over the top of his shoulder. I'll give it to you at Latash. He showed an old dog a new trick. As I show my wand of fireballs now that I have inserted into the top into my wand sheath.
No more burning through spell slots to cast mortars now, baby.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah,
Well, that's pretty.
not bad.
No, not bad at all.
Little
Hope you can
upgrade
aim
goes a
good with
long
them,
way. Can I aim good with it? Can somebody over here get this man a drink?
I know you're a good shot.
No.
Still didn't see you and Recoil do your shoot off though. Maybe we can put a little game together while we're on the train.
Give him some time. Dead men can't shoot, right?
Hopefully he ain't gonna be dying no time soon with all that new armor I put on him.
Oh, isn't that cute? Both looking out for our buddy.
Would you give him something too?
Just a little something to remember the past.
Yeah, I hear that.
Well, good news is we should have a whole lot to play with soon. You see that dossier that came in?
Nope.
Whatever came off the old site. House Thras is declared ours.
Well, shit.
Who knows what's in there? Spare parts? We're gonna need them.
You know, love me my tinkering.
We're going through Valnair Elf territory. We'll take whatever we can get.
Well, shit, let's go look at it.
Yeah, it comes out later today.
God damn it.
Yeah, you know what it is. A whole lot of hurry up and wait.
I thought I left the military.
No, it never quite leaves.
No, don't, does it?
So, I worked on a little something for you.
For me?
Yeah, for you.
Let me see. Let me see.
Oh, it ain't quite ready yet. It ain't quite ready yet, but it's getting there. I promise. We should have it done before the evening.
All right. You need any help with it?
Not the part I'm working on.
Okay. Well, you color me intrigued.
Just a little tease.
Yeah, there is something different about you for sure.
What?
You're jiving. We're having back and forth conversation. It's the cadence is a little bit different.
Can't one soldier to another soldier give a surprise now and then?
I mean, yeah, normally it bites you in the ass though.
At this point, Echo walks in. What about surprises? You see he's carrying several small pouches. Well, okay, all right, fuck me then.
What you
Let's
got
see.
there?
Latesh, Oxie, and yeah, Garomesh in the corner as always, facing the door. Here. And he walks and he just kind of tosses a pouch to each of you and then walks over and sets one down in front of Garomesh. And then just goes back to the other table, grabs a drink, just pours him a drink, doesn't even say anything else, just sits down.
Well, shit. What you got in here? Oxy's gonna for sure open his up.
And as you each open it up, you would see a pouch full of dragon shards. Not like life-changing, like a small amount, but you do have a pouch of dragon shards, each of you. Well, I finished my contract and got paid decent enough, but I didn't do it alone. So figured each of you earned yourself a little bit of a cut. So do with it what you want.
Look at you, Echo. Looking out for your squad.
Well, I know there's one thing that makes a well-oiled team,
Money.
and that's, well, happiness. Feeling appreciated. So that's my appreciation.
Thank you kindly.
Ugh.
Hey, Latesh, look at that. You got money now. You can buy us around.
I think I bought you quite a few when we were in town. My memory's a little bit fuzzy, somewhere around the Wharf district. I don't remember.
I haven't seen you buy a fucking thing since I got here.
Not a damn thing. Don't let them fucking
It's
fool you.
called charm. Don't buy anything if you don't have to. Otherwise, you're just a sucker.
I didn't say you didn't give me nothing, but you didn't pay for it. That's all I'm saying.
I mean that I did earn it though. You can't tell me that the effort that I put forth is not worth monetary value and therefore drinks that I pass along to my friends.
Hey, I'm not saying I'm not going to take them. I'm just saying I've never seen you exchange money for a drink.
There's an exchange. There's an exchange. It's an exchange of my talents for alcohol and other things.
Goddamn wooks.
So, I know we haven't really talked about this yet. I'm in between jobs, as it were. And normally I go solo and freelance on my own, but I reckon perhaps I come along for a bit, see what you're getting into besides, if I do say so myself, from my many, many resources and much understanding of the world. House Thrask pays awfully well. So, if you're in that bed, I'd love an introduction.
Yeah, I mean, everything in me holding this bag says I gotta give it back, but not to you.
No, you give that bag to anybody else. You fucking just give it back to me.
Oh no,
I earned that.
my training says give it back to the house.
Well, again, don't.
But as we've discovered in the last few weeks, and he They tuck it into their vest pocket. Fuck training.
There you go.
Attaboy.
But you're looking to be introduced. We make very loud introductions.
Yeah, subtlety is not really our strong suit, as you have been well versed in.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I had no idea. Skybreakers.
We're subtle as fuck. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that sums it up right there. Subtle as
Hey, you dirty fucking assholes realize that we walked in and we took control of New Throne.
Put your damn arms down.
Are you flexing?
Yes. Fucking celebrate what we have done
Late
together.
Roll a perception check.
I love that, Tesh. I love that he flexed. I love that, like, as a hippie bard, he flexed. That's his go-to. He's like, yeah, fuck you guys. I'm like, what? I love it. I love it.
You look over at Garomesh, and on the table, his 2 hand crossbows that he's had for a long time look very different. Describe the change in them, Garomesh, over the course of the ceremony that you performed with the flame. Some point in time in your downtime, you've taken materials and components from which the true flame had access to, and were able to upgrade your own crossbows.
So the hand crossbows, he now has two of them that resemble pretty much the Widow's Bites from Black Widow. Like it's a series of gauntlets, and each successive tube has a bolt loaded into it, and they can just auto load, and they can load it like at several different points on their body, and so it's much more rapid fire, but it can also afford attachments to it. So when they get the dragon shards, their brain immediately starts turning. How can I attach this to my bolts? How can I make these bolts have the energy effect that they received from Oxie, but almost on a case-by-case basis? Today I need fire, today I need cold, today I need this and that. And it just kind of like rolls through, but they're almost now indistinguishable when they're loaded onto their forearms. So all you see them ever carry now is that big, heavy crossbow. Everything else is just a little bit more stealth.
And those crossbows are +2 now.
Nice.
Let's go.
And as you test one of the bolts out just over on the table, it ignites with radiant flame as it hits. And it's held there until you extinguish it and pull that bolt back out. Your hand crossbows now do an extra 1d6 of radiant damage.
Oh yeah. No more true flame concentration checks. Let's go.
Nap. Let's go.
And as you see them polishing and then strap them on, you can see like glyphs as they attach. The glyphs like fire up around it, like active. It's activated, and there's always a little prayer at each cuffing.
I'm so getting a new spell instead of that spell now. That's
noted.
Awesome.
Well, that's pretty slick. But you're not the only person with something new around here. All right, Oxie, it's your lucky day. I needed one more of these. Come back out over here to the stables.
All you needed was Dragon Shard. Let's fucking go.
I needed one more. We had plenty, though. Plenty from an old friend.
Yeah, he'll follow you promptly.
As the whole group comes out, inside there hanging up in the barn is a full set of earth plate armor. And you can see dragon shards are set in the center. But the seams of this armor look like it's filled almost with sandstone. As it comes up to one large rocky plate on one side that's a little bit uneven than the rest, and runes carved into the sides. This large dragon shard in the middle. Come on up. Look at your little friend here.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah. Take a peek.
Is almost the same exact mannerisms as he was with Echo for inspecting that, just the construction, the metal, the alloy all around. One of those Oculus is going to pop down in front of his eye and he's just right up on it, looking at it, inspecting.
This came down from the belt.
Fuck'd you find this?
I can't claim this all myself. It took me a long time to sift through. When Umber visited us, he gave us gifts.
Yeah.
And you can see this large earth elemental swirling in the side, inside that dragon shard. As he pins the last piece up. Let's just say you'll feel a little bit closer to home, bud.
For Umber.
Like I said, home.
Oh shit.
When you put this +2 plate armor on, it gives you tremor sense and stone skin effects.
What?
It can absorb an extra 90 points of damage.
Oh, dude.
Functions like this once per day.
Usable against a 20? We can figure that out come the moment.
What do you mean usable against a...
Like if someone crits on him.
Like somebody
absorb
crits on him,
damage?
is that something that I can reduce damage against?
Yeah, I mean, it becomes the first, it's the first hit points.
It's like 10 hit points, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm thinking about, is my AC just keeps climbing and
It
climbing
has
and
a
climbing.
little earth elemental like swirling inside of it. That's
Inside
so
of it.
fucking cool. That's so cool.
It's like a little mud ball friend we had on the pyramid.
Yep.
Yeah. So you're able to turn the resistance on for essentially for combat.
Right.
That's where it embodies in it. You get resistance for non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage.
No shit.
That's a cool piece of armor right there.
That's a badass piece. And he's just inspecting all of it. He's seeing what you've done, the craftsmanship that you've put into this.
Oh, okay, yes. So here's the key point. So the 90 points, you have resistance until the 90 points goes, and then you're
back to normal.
You're back to normal again.
And that's just non-magical, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Which for ads, that's like the main
That's
shit.
great. Yeah, because like that last fight you got hit with so much like shots.
Just slashing,
Yeah.
Oh, hell yes. So yeah, there's just going to be a lot of inspecting, seeing this. And then there's, it's just all going to kind of set in. And especially with this kind of elevated recoil that he's been conversing with this past few hours. How the fuck did you come up with this recoil? It's like a really thoughtful piece you put together here.
We're gonna say, got the idea for it in a dream.
What did you say? You said a dream?
As you say that, you hear this shot ring out, bang, like right next to you, as Echo just pulls up and fires on the armor, and then looks at it. It'll do. Just tucks the pistol away.
Fuck yeah.
Why didn't we use blanks?
Hold on, did nobody else hear what the fuck he just said? He just said he came to him in a dream.
Oh, come on. Try on the armor.
He's
Gotta
been
make
doing it
sure
for a
that-
while. Didn't you know that?
Oxie pulling him into the dream realm is one of the first things I did. Actually, he kind of did it himself.
Yeah, but I didn't know that was happening on his own accord.
Just let him run.
Shit.
Show him where his legs are and let him run.
Yeah, let's give this thing a fucking run. As he goes and quickly tries to get it all attached to himself and put it on.
Come on.
Riley
You
Tesh.
gotta calm down that boner, otherwise you're not gonna be able to get into this thing.
It'd be nice that you're out of that Riedran armor as well.
Yeah, this will be a visual upgrade for sure. All right, Latash, hit me with your best shot.
All right. 21 to hit with the dagger.
Nothing. It just skirts right on by. just right over Apalder. Just
Manifest that dagger and go to swing at you and it just whoosh, right off the edge.
I am damn near untouchable.
You're fighting a whole, group of bards. You're fucking untouchable. How about somebody who can actually shoot something? Garomesh, try out your wrist rocket on this guy.
Yeah, come on. Give it to me. Give it to me.
I guess.
Maybe without the radiant fire of death and destruction.
I'll be fine. Oh, that 20 was right there. That 20 was right there. I don't know what this adds to my AC, but I'm at a 26 right now without adding any items. So I don't. It hits at the moment, but I think you said +2.
Jesus.
It's a +2 set of plate. I believe you're already on a +2 set of plate, though.
I think I am.
Yeah.
So that would hit then.
Okay, let's see if this new macro works. Nope. Okay, it doesn't.
No, look at it. He made it in. It's stuck. As he feels a little tickle underneath, like it hits like right underneath that pectoral area. You can just see the arrow sticking in it. It's trying to like drive in.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
When you pull that bolt out, though, you notice inside your armor when you do, the earth moves across when you go to struggle pulling this thing out. You actually send a small fissure down in the ground when you do. Remember, that's a gift from our old buddy. As you kind of wave your hand back and forth, you realize that you have the mold earth cantrip now.
Oh, let's go.
Why don't you give a little jump there?
What? Just like a jump?
Yeah.
All right. So he squats down, he doesn't really know like what he's asking for, so he just gives him just like a boop.
Roll an athletics check.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I'm going
You
through
get-
the roof.
He
aren't
goes
I?
and visits Umber in space.
You kick that extra booster on, you get up damn near 30 feet, and you come down and you hit every 10 feet that you land, you cause earth tremor. So for every 10 feet is a spell slot. So 10 foot is the first level. This would be a third level.
Oh my gosh.
Anything in a 10-foot radius of you has to make a strength check or a dexterity check against your spell save DC. Otherwise, they will be knocked prone and take 3d6 damage.
This might be the coolest fucking like item I've ever heard of. This thing's fucking awesome.
Dude.
Yeah, this thing is so cool.
Jump jets with earth tremor.
And as he comes down and you see this ripple effect just kind of rock out from his feet where he lands, you see the earth do that water ripple, just and everything, all the glass on the walls shatters and falls off.
You gotta pay for that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm making fucking earthquakes. Recoil. This is insane.
If you need to go for gold, you just let that little boy ramp up inside you. But it'll take away all your tricks. It'll take every bit of energy it's got. You can expend, and it will drop all of its abilities. But you can cast Erupting Earth at 3rd level. One time, but it will drop Stone Skin and it will drop your ability to cause Erupting Earth. You can expend every bit of energy out with it with one 3rd level Erupting Earth spell. And that's 3d12, it's 120 foot range, dexterity save.
Oh my gosh. And he goes to like press the button. He like
no.
He's like,
just
what do you mean? You just gotta, what do you gotta press it right here?
It's just like Tremors. The whole fucking barn just collapses in. I still had stuff in there.
Oh shit! Wow, you weren't shitting.
Everyone is now covered in dust, and it's just classic. As we take this moment to all realize that we're as dirty as covered as Umber was, and how fitting that is.
Hey, this is the Earth he wanted us in, isn't it?
I mean, you bitch
Also,
about being this
my
dirty.
ears are ringing somehow.
You're gonna clean my
life.
filters out.
Just take my hat and start like dusting myself off, and then you would see again that like the pieces of him that like they're like as he's like prestidigitation and almost like does it itself. You just see this like all these puffs of dust just like start getting like shooting off of him as he like starts dusting himself down. God damn it. Puts his hat back on.
I'll fix this before we leave. My bad.
Yeah, you're paying for it. I'm not paying for it.
I'm rich now, bitch.
Well, it's something. But that's cool. Even I'll admit that.
Yeah, recoil. Real fucking cool. I don't even know how I missed you working on this.
Hey, we've had a lot of time, haven't we?
Yeah, we did.
That Umber fella seems like big help. Leaving you something like that.
You taught us a lot. Taught us a lot about Kibara. Taught us a lot about ourselves. And most of all, he taught us that anybody can be a god.
I don't know about that, but it's good to have good people around you, I suppose.
I think if you ever get to meet him, you might become a believer.
I saw quite the show back there at the castle. Seemed like a pretty powerful friend.
That's right.
But your belief is noted. He's been around a long time.
And that's funny because at that moment there's a lot of like that same recollection that happened a few episodes ago where there's just all those moments that was Umber there? Was Umber not there? And all of that just plays back in Oxie's head as soon as you say that. I didn't take notes for any of the shit that you said for that item.
No,
Well, too bad you lost it. You should have taken notes. A good player takes notes. You lose it.
I have everything.
Cool.
I spent 4.5 hours today on magic items. You'll be
Oh,
fine.
hell yeah.
You'll
I'm
be-
excited.
you'll be-
We're getting into it
you'll
in
be
chat.
posted.
I'm excited.
Hey, by the way, DM, whatever you said, didn't listen.
I could note it down now, but I
Didn't
wanted to
listen,
verify.
didn't subscribe,
You said that I
stolen
could cast
laptop.
What again?
Oh, dude, that's so fucking cool. So fucking cool.
Laytash.
Covered in dust. Natural habitat.
Feels good, man.
Yeah, I like it. This is, I mean, I'm used to this. Well, I took a shower this morning.
And that shower you took this morning was a cold one.
Aren't they all?
You've had a reoccurring dream. It's not been an easy one. But when you woke up this morning, like many a times when the dream realm seems to get too close, part of that dream came back with you. Clenched in your fist. Same dagger you've seen go inside of the same person over and over again in your sleep. You've seen Kalashtar in battle with Riedran, a visage from back home that doesn't quite make sense. You don't make out the faces of the people. It's just a reoccurring scene of the war back home. It seems to replay in your mind. You've seen this many a times before. You got a held on it in your pocket. This dagger with a white pearlescent handle. Came back to the dream realm with you because you walked up and you pulled it out of that Riedran. No blood left on it, but there it is in the material plane, and it's eating you up because you haven't talked to Oxie about it. You don't know what it means, but it's on the top of your list to have a meeting with your fist of Delcor.
You know, Oxie, that's some pretty cool shit you got there.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah. You mind checking something out for me from the old world?
Oh, yeah. All right.
And he hesitates as he's got his hand on it in his pocket, and he trusts Oxie, but he's almost afraid of what, given the dream, what that dagger means. And he looks at Oxie and pauses almost awkwardly to the point where you wonder if I'm actually frozen.
Hey, you said you wanted to go check out something, right?
Yeah. No, you know what? Never mind. No, never mind.
Hey, no. Something's ticking at you, man. You got your hand on your hilt. What's up?
Those waking dreams, those ones you can't shake, and having the same one over and over and over and over again. And I pulled something back from the dream. It's then he produces that ceremonial dagger. So in the dream, I pulled this from the body of a Riedran. From some sort of battle. It's all still a little foggy. I try and venture away from the depths of the dream realm as much as I can, but this is...
Oxie, roll a history check with advantage.
Let's go.
Oh my God.
24. You don't just recognize the blade. You pull the matching other half out of your boot with a black handle. It's your grandfather's bayonet.
Laytash, look at me.
Looking at you.
Where the fuck did you get you got that from your dream?
Pulled it out of a dream where I drifted a little too far into the dream realm one night. This dream has been haunting me night after night after night. I couldn't drink or myself away from this dream. And the other night I pushed in and grabbed that knife. And when I woke up in the morning, it was in my hand.
Do you remember anything about where you pulled it from?
I pulled it out of a Riedran in the middle of some battle. It was old. Something that body had been there for a long time. It was when I pulled the blade, there was no blood.
He's gonna try to reach for, like, hold his hand out for that dagger.
I'm gonna give it to you.
When you both make the connection, it's the fist of Delcar. Your thoughts both go to the same spot. And the replay of that dream goes through as you're in a third-person view. Your body's overlooking a skirmish from far back in Solana. And you see that it is indeed the blade that took your grandfather's life.
In this moment where Laytash is kind of next to Oxie, we're both looking over this scene. Laytash, there's not a whole lot that I remember from my childhood, but this dagger's been with me for a long time. Handed down from my father. 'Cause that's the dagger that took my granddad's life. I don't know how the hell you're connected to this now. Why it's showing up now. This feels fucking weird, man.
Telling me. Only thing I can think of is since I left Sarlona, there's been one voice that has been echoing in my head. Find the one. This is further proof that when we met, it was a prophecy fulfilled.
Let's take a look at these.
Whatever my Korriban has got in its master plan, something between you and me, the Nightmare Realm.
It's going to look at those daggers and just inspect them very closely. And I'm going to flavor this, but you're going to see that the dagger that you have is a mirrored copy of the dagger that Oxie has. So it looks almost identical, but everywhere there's an etching going one way, it's bending the opposite on the dagger that you have.
Obsidian hilt on yours, Oxie, and a pearlescent hilt on his. The only difference, other than the mirroring. And you feel that weight. You can feel the weight of the responsibility of being the fist of Dalkar. And you realize that these were meant to be put together.
Hold up. Look. I think these... And he's gonna bring them close to try to join them, however they're...
And they don't join. They're like magnets. They don't want to have anything to do with each other. But you slowly hand that dagger back over towards Latash. And this thought enters your mind as you kind of both look at each other. And you take those daggers and you throw. And as both of you throw them, they topple end over end and they cut from the dream realm out and back into the material plane and reality where you're at, holding each other's blades. This set of black and white blades, if both of you are able to stick an opponent with them, their speed is halved. Disadvantage on ranged and unranged attacks.
And on melee?
And on saving throws. But both daggers have to be in them.
I totally forgot that we were doing an item reveal. I really did. I totally forgot we were doing an item reveal.
They're +3 daggers that each do an extra 1d4 of radiant and necrotic equally. But it's about the combination of them. Black and white daggers.
That's very cool.
I don't know how this made its way into your noggin, Latash, but I feel like there might be more to this.
There's so much more that neither of us have any fucking clue of.
All this brings is more questions.
Well, I guarantee you, the answers are in the wind. We just gotta find them. Or who the fuck knows? Maybe there's more questions. At this point, we're gonna hop on a train and see what the fuck happens.
Oh my gosh. I feel stressed. Fuck, I feel stressed.
I mean, you needed to have the week that I had. The stress isn't so much a factor. It's more the dirt.
While we're shaking off a bit of dust, small goblin comes up with a package. Guess I don't have to worry about getting this thing sent out. Mr. Garomesh, package for you.
What? How? Oh, do I sign for it? What? How does this work?
Doesn't have any information on it. It's you though, and it's plain like butcher paper wrapped up on either sides. No information about who sent it at all.
All right. I'll give the goblin a gold piece and take it from him.
Whoa, it's completely unnecessary, but thank you.
I mean, thank you.
As you turn to look, they're not there.
What the? Cool. I want to look this over for any sort of like traps or
Investigation
anything like
check.
that. Okay. And I am proficient in thieves' tools as well.
I'm gonna laugh if it's literally a bomb and it just blows up. Like, it's like, what?
Ooh.
It's fine.
All right, 11.
Is 11 your final answer?
Been working on items for 4 hours, except yours. Yours is a bomb.
No, I'll throw. Do I have any cool features I can use with this? Probably not. Mine are all to kill. Ooh, health. Is it that I can use like a guidance or an inspiration, or I can use both? Is guidance like a bardic inspiration thing?
Yep.
Okay. Then we will use a D10 inspiration from chat.
Oh, nice.
Hey, 19.
You do struggle at first because you're slightly worried after this goblin has left so quick that there may be some foul play involved. But then you
And then I
finally
remember,
rotate it to the right spot.
And I remember, I'm like, what? I'd pull out my set of thieves' tools and alchemist supplies and lay it all out, like my little chemistry set. And like, I'm like, yeah. Why the hell don't I use these? And then I take the thieves' tools and then I get real meticulous with it.
And as you do, the thieves' cant slowly reveals itself. The scimitars in the shadow of the Revenant shadow. And you open up that package and the thieves' cant begins to reveal itself. It says, the next time we see each other, don't walk, maybe run. There's a potion of speed. Speed is haste, unconcentrated. It is full throttle.
Damn.
I want you to roll a 1d4 right now for how many uses are in it.
Oh, come on. Let's go.
Let's see. Make sure I've got. Ooh, okay. I've got some stuff, just in case.
He's gonna lucky. He's gonna lucky his charges.
Oh, he gets.
You do not need it.
There are 4 charges of speed in that large potion.
Hell yeah. Potion of speed.
Dude.
1
Super deadly with that.
And as you unfold the rest of the parchment, you can see that there's a map. Map to the desert. One that looks very familiar, like the crossing between the mountains and Valenar where you're headed.
Is there anything like revealed about the map? Anything that's been added?
Nope, just a location where there seems to be a set of 2 crossed scimitars and smoke. Somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it'll make more sense when you head that way. Echo,
Yes.
I want you to roll a perception check.
Well,
12. Off in the far distance, you hear the sound of that lightning rail for the first time in a very, very long time. Memories rush back to you. It's your choice whether you want to publicly share these memories or not. Or lightly allude to your character's disposition upon hearing that lightning rail come this way.
I would say that, at first he is just kind of side eyes and takes a second to really listen, hearing that lightning rail train starting to come through. And from your all's perspective, you get one of those like long stares where you're kind of just like deep in thought as he hears that. And he thinks about the last time he was on a train, on a job. And he thinks about a small kind of warehouse cabin with supplies in it. And a few other individuals around. Hazy, you can't quite make out who they are, necessarily what they look like. You see someone big in the corner having a conversation. Then everything's fine. A slight hum as the train progresses. And then there's this flash, this loud pop, this whirl, this chaos, running through a cabin, through another cabin, screaming. And it fades. Then there's this pulse. And you see Echo lying on the ground outside the train with a blade stuck into his side. A big blade, dark metal. Barely alive. As you see a big framed individual, Warforged, walking away in fear as Echo chooses to play dead and sits and waits.
And there's one other individual that's there. Walking away. Mournforged as well. Well kitted out desperado. You remember just his code name as Ace. I guess it just wasn't his lucky day, boss. He drifts out of view with that augmented blade armed Warforged.
And he kind of snaps out of it. Kind of adjusts himself and kind of like takes his hat off and wipes his brow and then puts it back. Kind of glances around to see if anyone really noticed this internal moment. And just kind of starts to move ever so slightly anxious. But other than that, stays quiet.
Hear that? Hear that zap? I think she's coming. You can hear that just kind of rumble on those lightning pads just start to amp up as that electricity.
Should be interesting. I've never been on one of these before. Think I should expect Oxie?
It just goes fast. Smooth ride.
It's walking to the jungle. What about crashing?
Nothing.
Wait. You said something about crashing.
I mean, everything can crash, Latash.
Who said? Nobody said crashing. You're hearing me.
Pretty sure you said crashing.
You'll never know.
The nice thing about being dead is you never know.
Just go to sleep. If you wake up in, whole nother realm, you died.
Echo. As that train settles in towards the back, you see that last cargo cart. Scratches on the side. Indentions. Soldered out bullets. You can see that last piece of the rail that you had your hand on. Put your head on the edge and look back at that same piece of cart. You just open up the sliding door. I'm gonna let you refill your beverage before you go any further.
No! So many Echo history questions!
One addition before the break, as I open the door, Echo has his pistol drawn.
Doesn't he always?
Quick draw,
I think
bitches.
Oxie might take a perception check on. Hey, turns out I was only rocking plate armor +1.
Oh
So
my
now
God,
I'm
you
up to
went up.
27.
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
I'm gonna see if my things work now.
Burb.
You
Roll.
dirty dog, you.
That's whatever. Damage. Hey, it's almost like I figured it out.
Hey, look at that. That's gorgeous. Got all the easy buttons there and everything.
Yeah.
Enjoying the storytelling delivery of magic items.
Very cool. The obsidian and pearlescent daggers, very, very fucking cool flavoring. I love it.
Gotta get work in a new piece from the Fist of Delcar, man. Too good at storytelling. Always gotta. It's where your roots are, man. Oh, I can't wait for this next piece.
Oh, good. There's more.
Dude, there's so much.
Dude, let me tell you, the way you described the car after hearing Echo's memory, I got chills. Like I'm thinking, oh my God, this is the fucking car he fake died next to.
Yeah, man, this is good. This is a great episode. I'm learning how to do items better at the same time. This has turned out really dope. I'm a big fan of this. Everything's got a story. If you're going to hand pick out items, why not put a story together with it?
I think that makes it even better. That way, when those items actually get used within the context of the story, there's more gravity behind them. Not like, hey, you found a wand of radiant fireballs. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Now there's emotional attachment. Now
I need more firepower. Wand of radiant fireballs. Added into a wand sheath in the shoulder. Yes. I now have shoulder mortars.
Which you know, I'm the bitch to your builder about this, but you should have had those to begin with. I mean, you are our artillerist.
I had the spell slots, so you know. I never sieged a castle. Most of the time, the first boom was good enough. You don't usually need a wall of flame, 3 booms, and it's still coming up short.
Thank God we all have heals.
So then I started blasting.
I think Garomesh taking the cure wounds was the biggest like revelation amongst everything that has happened over these last few weeks. Like, oh, you know, getting a shit sandwich between 3 death knights will do that to somebody.
Yeah. I poured that straight into my beard.
Oh God, no, that's the worst. You need to refill? I'll hold chat down for a second. I got everybody else is going to be due back in a minute anyways.
Yo, Evan, appreciate the kind words. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'll go fill this up real quick.
Knock it out.
I'll be right back. We're just on our little 5-10 minute break here, and then we'll be kicking again.
Evan, that was a hell of a show. A hell of a show live from GCX. Now we just got to figure out when we can do the next one.
Actually, no, fuck it. You guys are back.
Yeah. You can go get a drink. You've earned that.
Go get a drink. Oxie isn't back yet. You have time. You know what? The fuck. I'm. The fists are walking away to get more beverages, so you can get some too.
I didn't say I didn't.
He's the master of the bait and switch.
Radio does like to tell people what to do.
Okay.
Radio, get your ass back here. You're holding up the show.
He's probably kicking his trash can right now. Damn it!
Dad juke moves.
Yeah. Dad juke moves. Telling a dad joke.
Dude, everybody killing it tonight. Holy shit.
Enjoying the storytelling way of delivering items. I am too.
So good. Totally forgot we were giving Latesh an item. Like, genuinely just blanked.
Been waiting for a train ride to happen.
Oh yeah, I want to roll a perception check on this pistol action. For sure.
It's gonna be a real low roll. Or difficulty.
Echo, it's just a train. You know it's on it.
Do you though?
I mean, I don't know exactly what's on it, but looking a little on edge there, bub.
Better to be safe than sorry. I open up that door. Pistol in hand.
As that light slowly fills into the back car, you look down and you see a familiar gunslinger's belt. Hat laid over the top. Now the Ace of Spades card that was shoved into the top of its brim, bent sideways and crooked. As you see one of the betrayer's most precious items in front of you. You reach over and grab that Gunslinger belt. Look down at what was left of Aces laying there in the corner of what now seems to be filled with nothing more than supplies, discarded in the back. Almost a smile crosses your face on the inside. That you know that son of a bitch got his own. And when you attach it on to yourself, sizing it up, 2 additional arcane shots. You reach over to the side and you feel a box. Oxie, remember. Slides open to the side. Something that if any man realized what it was, would have long been pawned to go. Unsuspecting on the outside, that small ammunition box, you reach down and you feel the 5 levers across the top. Oh yeah. Elemental ammunition all on the side. Whoever gutted this old boy didn't have a damn clue what they were capable of. As you have Ace's ammo box of elemental chaos. 5 slots for air, earth, fire, and water. Air ammunition that's weightless and whistles as it slowly and softly moves through the air. Can be fired at long range without disadvantage and does extra thunder damage when it hits. Earth ammunition have the uncanny force as it turns to stone before it hits, doing an extra 2d6 bludgeoning damage. And a long list: fire, water, para-elemental, ice, magma, ooze, smoke. These are all like the quiver of elemental chaos, but they are for shots. Got 5 pieces on it, I believe, per day that you're able to select from this bad boy.
Dope.
Are you okay in there, Echo?
Yeah, just taking a trip down memory lane. Hold on. There's more.
Reach into one of the side pockets and you feel the weight of the heaviest bullet you've ever felt in your entire life. And then you realize, no, it feels just about like the last one that you had to pull out of your own flesh. You look and you can see an unshot blight bullet. One that hit you where you lost a large chunk. Somewhere on your body you've kept this hidden, but you have about a silver dollar size piece of necrosis that's still there from where you dug this thing out. Into the public eye, somewhere underneath your own clothing. But this blight shot, it is a 4th level blight spell when you fire it. It embeds and degrades. You'll be damned if there isn't his boots and bracers as well. Boots are of elven kind. Barely used, as you do the man to buy a different pair damn near every town.
Same with the spurs.
In addition to that gunslinger's belt, memory comes back to the thoughts of the gambler himself. In your arcane shot, you have a gambler's shot. When you roll that d20, you can burn an arcane slot to guess what your d20 will be. You pick the number. If you get the number correct, you can then increase your critical percentage for the rest of combat. Not only will that shot crit, but then you will also crit on 19s for the rest of combat.
Huge.
Pretty dope.
Now, that goes anytime you use an arcane shot. It's not a either or. When you make an arcane shot, you make a gambler's pick. So you don't have to choose between your utility.
No idea what it did that, sorry.
It happens.
Dude.
Dope.
You're gonna have to remember that every time you fucking roll a shot. You gotta remember to try to call it.
So
Call
that's
your
like
shot.
once I use it, then it's done, or is that like anytime I roll it, I'm like, I'm feeling
Anytime you
lucky?
make an arcane shot,
Yeah.
you can make a gambler's call on it. And if you get the gambler's call right, then you crit on 19s for the rest of the combat session.
Oh, that's so money.
It's pretty cool.
And there's no downside if you guess wrong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, it's just a straight gamble.
Dude, that's so cool.
Spurs attached. Small dragon mouths that go out to a flame that spins on the side. Dragon touched focus. That extra pep on your step that you'll need. That's advantage on initiative rolls.
Let's go.
Reach over into the other side pocket on that old gunslinger's kit. Feel some other ammunition. Good chunk of it. Walloping ammunition for your sniper rifle. Enough for a long time. Permanently, your opponents have to make strength saving throws on your sniper rifle shots, or they will be knocked prone as well when they're hit.
Ooh.
And drop.
That's good and bad, I think.
I've always wanted two daddies, two damage daddies.
No, it's your choice. You can't knock them prone to where you when you don't want them to be.
Yeah, as in like
It's-
they're at
it's-
disadvantage.
Yeah, it's your choice to drop them
Yeah.
prone if you want to.
Yeah. I just load in the special cartridge basically.
Yeah, it's not a you're not going to screw yourself. So
Yeah, cool.
it's only when you want to. And another small orb that spins like an orrery. It shoots north. You remember you had one of these too when you were out in the desert. Orb of direction. In my game, this will give you advantage on your survival rolls that involve trying to find your bearings and direction.
Oh yeah.
And then you look down at those bracers. Hell, you killed them yourself if you'd been able to get your hands on these. Did you pick them up? And you whisper the words, Zephyr. And all the dust that was on you shinks off as the air Conan shield wields out and around you and completely cleans you off. With a reaction, you can cause a -2 penalty on rolls with these bracers of wind. Also, a small medium air elemental that is bound inside on either side of them faintly surrounds every shot that you have with a surge of air that protects it from wind conditions and outside forces. It also allows you to call your first long-range shot with advantage of combat. Faint breeze always surrounds you, just kind of slightly blowing either your cloak, your hair, your poncho, just a little bit of extra movie magic whenever you want. You can also suppress it and set it calm. In addition, your guns get a +1 to their attack and to their damage.
Ooh. Ooh.
Who is this ace?
Piece of shit.
He's dead now. We got our own ace. It's called Echo.
I guess we don't know he's dead. We know his gear's not.
I think as you know, he kind of opens and he has the gun drawn and he gives a thorough look over inside the cabin, and then it's almost like he stares at spots. He looks across in for chat and others. He looks and sees a memory of him sitting there, as you saw earlier. He looks to the left, where two figures were standing. One of them, a little bit clearer, Ace. And he looks over to the right, nearish where the stash was, and remembers talking to an individual, someone he wasn't super familiar with, just another guy on the job, before this shot rang out in his lower back as this blight takes hold and his world goes dark for a second before he turns and he sees the two figures that were talking slaughtering the car. And we cut back to here and now, where he goes and looks at this hidden compartment and pulls out, knowing that many things are smuggled over long distances if you know where to hide it. And he pulls out that necrotic bullet and just instinctually, not really thinking about it, something he's hidden for a long time, you just see his hand kind of go back to his back right for but a moment before he starts to gather up the supplies. And he finishes with a hat with that crumpled ace of card in the top, and he kind of pulls it out and just stares at it. If you are dead, you were saved from the hell I was about to rain down on you. And he takes it and he tucks it into his jacket, that card. If you're not, well, we're gonna finish our game. But this time my ace will trump all. Son of a bitch. Before he just goes and starts gathering the ammo, putting on the bracers, taking the gunslinger's vest on, and just going through the motions, completely ignoring everybody else.
As you collect those supplies, your thoughts drift back to your intentions on that train in the first place. And how things were unfulfilled. And you turn back around, kick that old dusty floorboard. You reach down, you open that box. And there she is. Ion Breaker. Tempest Breach. The automatic rifle you were going to use to separate lightning cars with. 2d8. +3 to attack. An extra 1d10 to your initiative order. You can take the attack action. You're able to rip off one shot with a bonus action if you choose. Target any creature within 5 feet takes an additional 1d8 lightning damage the first time the target's hit by it. When you hit a target at range, that target becomes a conduit for the next minute. As you peg other targets around them, these conduits connect into a chain that electrocutes all of them. As you put it together. Once on each of your turns, when you miss a target with a ranged shot with Iron Breaker, you can re-roll the attack against a different target, which you will have disadvantage on.
Fucking Eberron automatic fucking ion rifle. Hell yeah. Fun fact, I have that last feature already as part of my class. So this is just even benefit. This is just extra icing on the cake. Yeah, if I miss a target, I can reroute the bullet to a different target within range.
That's ridiculous.
I just never miss that often.
Story-wise, important piece that I picked up that Oxie doesn't know, but that I heard is that you and Ace were a team working against or taking down trains. Is that right? We don't know. Okay.
You know, I was working a job.
Okay.
At least, well, Oxie doesn't know that, but chat knows. I was working a job, and there was definitely some sort of surprise betrayal. What that all entails, and maybe we'll find out later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink more beer after that. Nature's great.
And then you reach in that final pouch. And it sounds like a damn rubber chicken. It's that motherfucker and his goddamn bird call in the back. It's a small bird call that does the same thing as staff of bird calls. Everybody's got a shit item A, bro.
Bird call.
Here's
Hell
a
yeah.
staff of bird calls.
Hell yeah. We'll be able to call them birds, baby. Hey.
Everyone
Also,
else.
a well-placed sound at a right time can be very useful.
Hey,
You don't know?
I can't wait. Somehow those are going to get used some way.
Oh yeah.
In
Yeah.
some way.
I guarantee it.
As I kind of finish, and you see it's like this side panel over here, this wooden floorboard, like in the central, like the central, like northeast side of it. You know, there's all these like different hidden compartments and things, and I just instinctually am just like rummaging through them, like completely oblivious that you guys are probably standing on the outside, like what the fuck is going on? But going through, and then like once I get that, pick up that bird call and just, you know, just kind of the slight shake of my head, I kind of like put the floorboard back down and then just kind of like stand up and turn around and look at you all. Oh, you guys getting on, or?
We was giving you your space. It seemed like you were might have caught up in that last car over there.
Yeah, the yeah, you know, you take a look around, especially in these back older cars. That's where most of the smuggling happens. Hell, Garomesh, you might find something you like.
Ooh. What you know about smuggling? Thought you was on the straight and narrow.
The fuck gave you that impression?
You was not just working for the highest bidder, but you were working for the best bidder. Goodest intentions.
If that was what you thought, I appreciate your expectation of my character, but well, I'm not really the cleanest individual when it comes to a past.
Can relate to that.
I do what I need to do to get the job done.
This dusty man in coveralls gets out of the main lightning engine rail. Well, it's about damn time. Where are my artificers?
Yeah, Gottlieb. Coming. Come on, Recoil.
And you look, it's not Gottlieb.
Wait.
Someone you've never seen before. Long
I swear
handlebar
you
gun.
sound just like a friend of mine.
Who's your friend?
Hey, long story. Gottlieb is his name.
Oh, well, hell, that's my brother.
God damn it.
And what's your name? Not Lieb.
That's real cute. He points out and shows you his small little conductor badge that he's got over on the side going across.
It's got the little like fez hat too.
That's honestly, that's the best ad lib right there. I genuinely thought you gave us Gottlieb right then. And that's Oxie heard Gottlieb and turned around. I was like, yeah, what do you want, Gottlieb?
I'm gonna say goodbye.
Now, my name's Tickle. Cold Tickle.
Cold Tickle.
And he's got 2 tools in each of his hands. And I would assume that you're one of the artificers.
Yeah, I guess I raised my hand a little quick. Thought you were someone else.
This thing's not going to keep care of itself. He hands you one as you point over towards recoil. What the hell is... Oh. Only the finest from House Thrask. As we each get given an all-purpose tool, baby.
Oh, let's go.
+2.
Mine's definitely called Mr. Seven Hands.
These go to our
In for 9,000.
spell attack rolls, our saving throw DC,
Oh, shit.
and our tinker tools.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man, this is the artificer item, man.
Let's go.
You're also able to, this is the crazy part, you can focus the tool once per day and choose a cantrip from anything on the list.
Any list.
Yep. And
Let's go.
for that day, you can cast that cantrip.
Oh my gosh. and we get that every day.
Every day. It's the all-purpose tool.
Dirtiest item I think you've ever given out.
Holy shit, dude.
It's OG Artificer.
I got three cantrips today. I got Mold Earth. I got a cantrip because of my level, and I'm getting another cantrip because of this damn fucking tool. Let's go.
That'll be mighty fine, Cole. Oh, and wait for... Don't you worry about Gottlieb. As you look back, he's just covered in absolute soot. Well, son of a bitch. I thought it was a motherfucker working in that bar. He's got me running all up and down this train. I don't know how to do this shit.
Gottlieb, you didn't tell us you had another brother.
Now I've got about 17 brothers and sisters exactly. As Cole shuts the door. We got plenty.
Oh, good.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go take me a shit. I'll be right back.
You do that.
Is that Gottlieb or Robert talking?
Usually my job.
Perks from House Thrask. I guess we're on the hook for a while now, aren't we?
Yeah, it seems like we're getting all the way in bed, aren't we? Speaking of it, anybody heard anything from old Red Wolf?
You know, I haven't.
Me neither.
That's kind of nice. And had a couple weeks to myself in the first place. Felt pretty good. Finally was able to work on some stuff for myself, you know?
Yeah, it feels good, don't it?
Hell yeah. You know, I had that damn shield connected to my gun for so damn long. Finally got that thing off.
Nice.
As he flashes and you see that small hovering barricade now as he shows off his animated shield. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Okay.
I can finally move that son of a bitch where I want to.
You saw that work I did on Echo, did you? I gave myself a little upgrade as well.
Wasn't bad.
He shows off that same kind of alloy that he gave for himself. As I gave myself a ring of protection as well earlier too.
Oh shit. Hey, but don't tell him about this one. I've been working on this for a while. I gotta get the bet. You know, we gotta have enough chips in the pot.
Okay.
As he slowly pulls back that trench coat and he shows you that he's built a third arm. Don't tell him. When I shoot,
fucking nobody.
when I shoot the hat off the top of his head with this, he's gonna shit his pants.
I'm so fucking ready. I will set this moment up. You give me a wink and I will set the moment up.
As he shows you, he hooks it up. It just, they're sitting there, quick drawing, spin around.
He gives
Unhooks
the whole
it.
stance, gives the whole like Wild West stance, like hands hovering over a hilt, and then boom, third arm pops right out on the side. Ka-cha, gotcha.
When he does it, he flips and twists it. He hits another little button, and a small leather mask rolls out and drops down in front. With my dumbass,
going all bandito on us now.
with my dumbass move that holds there, and that mask that sits over, it can look like a regular bandana, or it can turn into a beard, and I have it turn into Echo's beard,
Oh God.
and then
That's
back
how you
into
throw
a
'em off right
bandana,
there.
and back
That's how you
again,
throw him off.
and that's a real item. That's called Leatherbeard.
That's a real item, he says.
That's a real item.
I made.
That's
Also
my
a very shitty pirate.
yeah.
Captain Leatherbeard.
That
I
is
sailed the one sea.
the one C. That is my shitty item A.
Hell yeah.
Well, I think it's about time that we go see what supplies they left for us in the back. As we all begin to make those steps to see, just what the hell we're what we're working with. Latash, you've been just right to where. Oh, yep, that's that new ink. That's that new ink, and it hurts. What new tattoo have you gotten?
Tribal right above the butt.
Tramp stamp.
Tribal tramp stamp. That's a move.
Yeah.
No, he actually on his forearm, you can see this heart that's divided in two, and one side is this like dark, almost abyssal black ichor. The other side shines this pearlescent white, and in between them, there's this cresting lightning bolt that almost looks animated as it comes down between them over and over again. But every time the lightning bolt subsides, the two sides of the heart join together.
You sly dog, you.
Yeah, I like his too.
This new tattoo.
Thanks, Tim.
One could say ghostly tattoo. Has 3 charges on it. Regains them daily. Dawn. As a bonus action, while the tattoo is on your skin, you can expend one of these charges to become incorporeal until the end of your next turn. For the duration, you gain the following benefits: resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical. Can't be grappled or restrained. Can move through creatures or solid objects. And if you end your turn in a solid object, you take force damage.
It's a problem. Weirdly, it's a problem.
As you think about the time it took down on a table far, far in the catacombs of the Revenant Shadow of who touched up this tattoo. And while it hurt like hell, and it cost a fortune, you weren't ever going to get yourself caught in a fucking crossfire again.
Yeah, a little scarred from that last battle.
Dude, when you do this, the ground on each half of you, one side gets that necrotic effect, the other side gets that radiant effect as that energy just.
And I travel ghostly through the space. That is so friggin' cool.
Oh, that's fun.
Getting back into the supplies. We look around in a back cart full of crates. Just going through inventory. We see everyone has 2 superior healing pots, 2 greater, and 2 regular potions of healing.
Jesus.
Damn. All right.
Can't complain about that. Mouse the Rask hooked us up on that one. No doubt. As we kind of take a stroll through looking in our own galley and our rooms that are to be set up. Now barren, but to become home for some time with no end date. Oxie, you kind of take your hand across the counter, rub away the dust.
Yeah, is this like I'm envisioning this like a transport plane, right? Like it's not a commercial airliner. This is not an Amtrak, you know. It's not built out with sky decks and built out with all these things. It's very like
We got the late model, boys.
right.
Down in K-Vara, we got the late model.
Well, there's one thing I see here. It's room for improvement.
You pick up this old piece of cutlery. As a matter of fact, it's Inspector Silverware with your dumb item. You pick up 3 pieces of cutlery. Each piece has 1 charge. If it comes in contact with food that's poisonous, it expends 1 of the charge and begins to tarnish and corrode.
I'll take
Just use
that.
that anytime you eat anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Never
Got
know.
my new favorite mess kit.
Enjoy your Inspector's cutlery.
Inspector's cutlery. Go gadget cutlery.
Garomesh, when you tuck into your bunk, you try to move the small piece that attaches to the screen that goes over your bunk, and you can't do it. You pull and you pull and you pull. You can't get this damn button to move. And you finally pull up to it, and you're like, hold. Fuck, it's an immovable button. As a bonus action, you can move this fucking immovable button. That's all this fucker is. Must be attached to a piece of fabric. Can hold up to 500 pounds, man. Takes
I
a
always
DC
wish-
20 strength check.
I always
Hey,
wish there
if
was
you-
something better than the immovable rod, and now we have it.
If you're ever falling, you just quickly tie that to that and click it in place, and you're good. Or on a fastly moving train, if you toss a guy and click it in place, and he's stuck there as the train just keeps going
Just rips them apart.
all the way through.
Latash,
Mm-hmm.
you take a stroll up past the bunks in the galley. Man, it's like going back in time. Old bar cart
Never been in one before, but it feels very comfortable.
Look back and it's like going back in time inside here. Long lost room of entertainment that's not seen anything of the likes in quite a while. You go over to the piano, touch one of the keys. Turn.
Out of tune.
Yeah.
Oh God, I want to tune this thing so bad.
The old crushed velvet seat. As you sit back down on it, but your boots, they hit a box up underneath it.
What's that?
Kind of reach underneath and pull them out. It's a long box.
Stuff. That's probably the reason the damn thing's out of tune. Hold on, let me get this out of here.
You open it up inside, it's got a full costume.
The fuck is this?
And it's very Renaissance and very dated. But you can tell what kind of show the Bard was putting on at that time. But when you pick up the hat, you see it begin to change into whatever you're thinking about. As you realize it's a hat of disguise. You can use disguise self at will with this hat. And it goes in conjunction with the studded leather armor that's glamored.
Oh my God.
That's at +1 to your AC. That allows it to change however you want to look at any moment.
Get the fuck out of here.
And that's when you feel the gloves. You can't see them, but you can feel them. As there's a set of gloves of thievery that are invisible to the eye, but give you a +5 to your sleight of hand and dexterity checks made with pick locks.
Oh, dude, that's dirty. That's dirty.
And then you pick up what's it all been laying on top of. 3 distinct pieces. A reveler's concertina. That reveler's concertina gives you a +2 bonus to your saving throw DC. And as an action, you're able to cast Otto's Irresistible Dance. Only once to be used before dawn. In particular, that is a 6th level spell that's one of the hardest charms in D&D to try to break. Because you got to keep dancing.
Or set myself more of a string guy, but the concertina I can pick up.
You see the small rhythm maker's drum not far from it either. You pick it up. +2 bonus to your spell attack rolls.
Oh my God.
And to your saving throw DCs. As an action, you can play the drum to regain 1 use of your bardic inspiration feature. But as you pull up both of those, you see the real meal ticket. That small case. As you see the Clylear one of the instruments of the bards. Baseline, like all instruments of the bards, it has fly, invisibility, levitate, protection from good and evil, stone shape, but also wall of fire and wind wall.
Dude. And you just got a +4 to your save DCs. This is ridiculous.
He had a lot of fucking items.
Dude. Your save DCs are going to be insane. This is crazy.
You can play the instrument while casting a spell that causes any of its targets to be charmed on a failed saving throw, thereby imposing disadvantage on the save.
Yeah, I'm gonna need the card for that one. My notes went somewhere around
You
title of that.
don't need to. I have this all recorded, as I said before.
So I like to pay attention. That's ridiculous.
No, what's ridiculous is the last piece that you pull up.
Oh, man. There's more. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
A small pair of what looks like violins.
Small. Shut my mouth.
As this ring wraps around, it plays a sad melody when you rub your two fingers together.
Sound of the smallest violins in the world playing such a sad, sad song.
It allows you to cast Vicious Mockery without Somatic.
That's amazing.
It is literally a pair of tiny violin rings with your A.
That is the best A in the history of A's.
All your vicious mockeries have to be done like this now.
I don't know who the fuck this bard was, but thank you. Promise to use most all of this for good. Most all of this for good. Some of it may be my own wildy ways. I can't help myself. It's who I am. I'm actually going to spend time tuning this piano up now.
Go ahead and give
Unless
a
playing-
performance check on that.
Performance check on the piano?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Let's see what we can get. Ooh, glad I had that advantage. Yahtzee. 23.
It takes you a little bit, but you're able to whip that thing into shape.
Oh, hell yes. We're playing Piano Man before even the rest of the drunk show up.
Anyone else checking out anything on this old train in particular?
I would definitely like go to where Echo kind of pointed out, hey, there might be some stuff.
100%. I think as he's like rummaging around, I just say, as I'm like kind of walking through, yeah, usually I look inside the counter over there. Usually a false wall or two. Might do you some good.
I go through and do my little knock checks and have out my newly remembered thieves' tools.
I forgot I had these.
Oh, I've had these the whole game.
As you rummage around, you open up the side of the cabinet, and you can see this large cut down the side. from what would have been a massive blade.
Is there anything left in the cabinet?
No.
Would I recognize the cut of the blade or how big it might have been? Like what kind of creature could wield that?
The size of it is ridiculous. Whatever was in there before would be long cleared out after this blade cut into it.
I'm gonna keep my eye open as I search the other cars or anything like that for any more damage the size of this blade.
The further you get up the cart, the less and less damage there is.
Okay.
Seems to be really self-contained. The further you go back into the old train, the worse it gets. Anyone else on their new lightning train home?
Does the train at all feel familiar for Oxie?
No.
No. Very new, right?
I don't think you've ever been on a lightning rail before.
I don't feel like that would have been anything that the Riedran would have ever used. I don't think that's ever anything that would have
No.
made its way that way.
Nope.
So the with that, there would be a lot of just curiosity about all the mechanics, how it all works, all those pieces. So he's going to be hanging out near the engine room, picking Cole's brain, what he does to operate it, what he does to maintain it, all of those aspects. Also very intrigued that it runs on lightning.
You've been awful quiet back there, Echo. As you can hear Latash at the very beginning few bars of getting that piano tuned up. As he's sounding out the notes as it echoes out. The beginning, it's almost like a dog wailing at the moon.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
First, there's like a smirk from Echo. Once you get it tuned, what do you play? Like what kind of song?
It's kind of a jaunty drinking song. It's very upbeat, kind of bouncy.
Okay. As Recoil kind of asks Echo that, and he kind of starts to hear you play, he just kind of pauses for a second and listens. And there's another brief flashback in memory of Ace playing on a piano a long time ago. People drinking around it, celebrating. Briefly, it flashes in and then flashes out, and then he kind of comes back to the moment. And you see he's religiously cleaning his weapons and inspecting his new rifle. Just making sure I'm all set for what's next. That's all. It's a fine piece here. A lot of leftovers. Work very well for us where we're going. And whatever the fuck the next job is.
Like old times, eh?
You could say, let's hope it's not too much like old times.
Yeah, I can drink to that.
Oh, you got something over there, do you?
Opens up the provisions cart. Now Sarask has got us loaded up with supplies. Pulls out a nice bottle of bourbon.
Yeah, I could use one of those.
Shall we?
I think it's a mighty fine time.
Oh.
As you can hear, the engine of the lightning rail begin to kick up. All right, I'm taking a shower and then I'm getting dinner started. As you realize that Gottlieb is both a mechanic and the cook. Be there in a minute. Come out. He's just covered in grease.
Don't ever change, Gottlieb.
I ain't got anywhere else to go. As you can see, he's done reattached our storage of our forge vehicle.
I was literally just about to ask if he brought the tank. Now, where'd you put that tank at, Gottlieb?
100%. He's got it strapped to the back of this thing.
You got it loaded up?
We got a forge cart in the back.
Good man. There you go. Grab yourself a glass on your way to the kitchen.
Garomesh. Playtash. Get over here. Pass a glass to each of you. What do we drink to?
What do we drink to? Fuck. Echo, you know this. We drink to the Skybreakers. For that is what we'll always be.
Yeah, let the old times stay old. We got new times ahead.
Sure.
Never forget where you came from. That path will always lead you back to home.
Yeah.
You got a home to go to, I suppose.
Literally, home is where you make it.
You know, I tell you what.
Not Solona anymore.
You
Home's
drink,
here.
you drink to the Skybreakers. I'm gonna drink to new beginnings and a whole lot of money.
Hey, there is a good one.
I'll join you in that drink.
We drink to new beginnings and a whole lot of money.
That's the cheers I can get behind.
And to loyalty and honesty. May we not go back on our word or betray those closest to us. For I'll put a bullet in the back of your head.
But even as you say that, Oxie makes sure to make eye contact with every single person standing around doing a cheers. As you're saying that, even directly to you, like almost too long of eye contact where it's uncomfortable, but it's there for every single person.
Relax, Echo. You got a team again. You've been running solo for too long, my man.
That's where you're mistaken. Having the team is what worries me, as I take the shot.
Recoil throws his back. Where do we pick these up at?
Well, him,
The
he
new
was,
beginning stop.
We're
was
gonna have to
back
break
behind an
him
outhouse,
like a
wasn't he?
wild stallion. Haven't we told everybody we don't get that serious on Cheers? Come on, man. All right,
Yeah,
Echo, you're the new guy. Top bunk, bitch.
Hey, before we leave, new beginnings, lots of money. That's the real Cheers.
New beginnings and lots of money.
By the way, it's just you two. Everybody else is Cheers. You guys have refilled yourself up.
Oxie,
go ahead.
I got a great song I've been working on the piano.
Oh, no.
Check it out. We came from a place unknown. A place was called New Throne. We fought Riedran. We fought them well. We drove those bastards straight to hell. The Riedran ran and the flames crept up. We kicked their asses in a minute or so. The people are happy and the crowds are fine. And next time I'm in a New Throne, I'm gonna get Adele in a 69.
She thinks she's dead, right?
Does she?
Yeah, she's
Fuck,
very
I guess I
much
should have
dead.
saw her when I was in town. My
You
bad.
didn't see her?
No,
Yeah,
I
she
was
definitely thinks you're dead.
way too busy being a man about town. Come on, we had just taken over the capital. Maybe I'll have to change that last line. Oh, I'll have to work on it later.
As you can see, the handful of Twilight Pack shifters and humans all lined up to see that brand new swanky lightning rail. You even look a glimpse out of your eye over and across the front patio at the La Ultima Parola. You can see the pals and old Big Puss having a cocktail.
Ah, the pals! Let's go!
Hey, fuck you guys! Don't fuck up the new train before I get a fucking ride out of here, alright? You fucking breaking my balls.
I do declare, we should be getting this food.
I
Big
can't,
Puss,
it's
man, what a
the,
callback.
you can see the pals look at each other. I can't believe they turned us down for a first-class card on the way out of here. Even to those rapscallions. They sank a, do you remember they sank a whole ship? We've been stuck here ever since then. But there's something about those. Oh, that ship has been fucking sitting over at the side since we got off of it. Long condemned.
Thing hasn't gone anywhere.
Scheduled to burn in 2 weeks.
Thank God.
True flame burn.
As that train heads back in to ride through the jungle. Your memories of what lays ahead of you. A vast desert. Unaccounted for blue dragons. Dinosaur riding gnomes. And a guaranteed contract that you can get this train safely from New Throne to the next bit of civilization. We pick up in the new arc.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
We on a train, baby.
Come on, ride the
That's how you
train.
kick off a new arc, man. That was a good way to do it.
Hell yeah.
That was a really
Tomfoolery.
good way to do it. I love a little time pass, you know, that feels
Yeah.
good, right?
Yeah.
Lets things just kind of work their way out.
A lot of story told.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely got a whole look into you and Recoil.
Recoil officially has a spank bank now. That's canon.
Oh, God, help us
Of
all.
all the ways you could describe that. That's,
Recoil, what are you doing? Nothing. Nothing at all.
I'm just in my memories.
Don't worry. It's just a calendar that's like Bender dressed up and like certain.
oh, God. And
Nat 20, the concentration roll. Let's
Oh,
go.
man.
Let's
So
go.
so good.
Just think whatever deity that you don't have vibrating in your head every day.
It's worse. I gained it. I can make it myself. I can hear you at will now.
You'll see me in your dreams.
I'm your favorite, right? I go to sleep every night hearing that. Good God.
Well, and you actually added a docent item, right? Like that's like what you added to your character sheet.
Yeah.
What does that get you?
It can revive me if I drop to 0, it can try to shock me back awake with a medicine check. It's like a little mini Cortana, but it's not Cortana. It's just me now.
Hell yeah.
Just me
It
going
could've
through
been
systems in
all
my
sorts
head.
of different things, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it could have been. I was prepared for it to fight with my consciousness and gaining back and forth, but once I put that sucker in, all it did was ignite the full meal deal.
Yeah. Peer back behind the curtain that Echo didn't want you to look behind.
Yeah, dude, it was perfect. It was literally a
So
perfect
good.
scene.
Yeah.
You know, and now it's my
How that
job.
works.
You know, it's my job to restore humanity back into him. You know,
Oh man.
100%. The further he goes, the further he gets away from it. So I know my task.
That's the best. I think look into it because I think with Echo, the reveal tonight of like not touching that side of him, you'd think like, oh, he's just relying completely on humanity, but like really, he's not really living. He's just existing.
Yeah.
So he's not touching on the humanity side, and he's too afraid to dive into what the other side looks like. So he's just there.
Easy
So I
to
think
surround
it's just-
yourself with work, man.
Yeah.
Everybody did fucking killer with their pieces. Everybody had their moment to give their little backstory. So good.
Glad you guys enjoyed a new way of working in a bunch of items. Story piece by story piece. You guys did well improving around it, giving little good setups, even though you had no idea what the items were.
Nope.
Oh, I got so many little things that I like tried to write down, but I'm like, oh, I have so much I had to look at so I can figure out how to operate it all.
I did. That's why I just verified.
I was like,
so that I
okay,
didn't have to
advantage
think
on
about writing it
initiative,
down.
and then this is like, okay, if I use my rifle, then I get advantage, and then then I have this elemental ammo, and then it's like, oh god, I gotta remember all this stuff. It's cool.
Yeah, you and Radio had so many freaking items. It was ridiculous.
I told you, I was like, man, those fucking those hand crossbows that Garomesh got are fucking sick though.
Oh, dude.
Those things are dope.
Yeah.
Little extra pop every single time, plus it like auto loads, plus it, man.
Everybody's got more pep in their step.
I
I'm exci-
genuinely am dropping that concentration spell for the True Flame. I'm not preparing that anymore. That is unprepared.
I'm excited to see the card or the info for the ion rifle because that thing sounds fucking cool.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that thing is badass.
That thing seems pretty freaking dope.
It's not. We're not doing post show.
No, we're not doing post show.
I have no voice. And it's late.
We have already gone over all the items.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, this is the start of a new, and I'm excited. I've been wanting to get on this train for a while.
I've been avoiding the train.
Yeah. Finally got a little bit of story.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's some more. I can't. Oh, RoBear knows. RoBear knows. I've cut down some key details I'm excited about.
Hey, what is that? What does that amulet of health bump you up to? Did you add it already?
19. Oh, HP wise?
Yeah. Was that a big jump for you? I think it would have
Yeah.
been.
Yeah, it's like because my constitution was like 12. So I have 172 HP now.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that was a big help. I mean, I don't have 90 temporary hit points that I have from this badass elemental armor I have.
No, but I'm glad that was a big
bumped me
jump.
up like 30 HP or something. Like it was not insignificant. I was like, oh, this is real nice.
Non-intelligent enemies are going to have a huge problem with.
Yeah, right.
AC's
have a
at
huge
20
problem.
now because of the ring. Got a little bit more pep in the old chamber. A lot of options now, which is pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, our first combat now after all these items is gonna be so messy.
Fucking ridiculous.
It's gonna be so messy.
Dude, I can't wait for Laytash to start turning into whatever he wants to, like his appearance now. Just the full bard get up. You can customize yourself to any scene.
Get ready. It's Waz 3.0.
Oh, God. You and your beard bandana.
I got my beard bandana. I got my third arm, dude.
That's actually pretty cool. Like, that's actually pretty cool. Like, hey, put your hands up. All right.
Dude, that's
Oh, shit.
hell yeah.
So fun.
I think Garomesh could just be like, it's just like, I don't know. Pretty cool stuff. I'm excited. Finally, I have some stuff now.
Yeah, you need some magic items, dude.
Yeah.
And you got Boots of Elvenkind. Your initiative, like, your stealth and your initiative is ridiculous now.
Oh my god, a D10 to your initiative.
Yeah,
With-
I forgot to
With
write that down.
advantage.
Yeah,
With advantage.
Oh my gosh.
Him and Garomesh fighting for the fucking top of the fucking order now.
Yeah, I have a
Easily.
plus 10 stealth.
Created a
My
monster.
initiative, I have alert already as a feat, so I get a plus 5 to my initiative. So I'll have advantage plus a plus 10. So it's like I could get plus 20 on my initiative. Like it's like I'm going first.
If you low roll, it is a fucking unmitigated disaster.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I rolled a nat 1, but with my plus 10 and my d10.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of nat ones, I thought about this. You can't call nat 1 for every one of your shots that are arcane, because
Why not?
that's cheesing.
I would.
Dude, if you call it that one and win it, that's a reverse in that one. That's hilarious.
The first time in the history of any campaign.
No, it would just I would shoot one of my friends and crit. but then I'd still get the 19. Yeah, I'd still get the 19.
That face
it's
right
like,
there.
oh, I'm
Yes,
sorry.
You will. Yes, you will.
Gambler shot.
Cash, this is how to do it.
I'm gonna roll the nat 1. Rolls it. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. It's like
Fire it,
Smash
Oxie.
drops dead as you shoot him right through the eye.
now you know why I have back pain. Took a blight bullet to the back.
Blight bullet, dude. The blight bullet's dope.
You have a blight bullet tramp stamp?
No, it's just it's just like one of those like scars that have like never fully healed, and it's just got like those dark veins that kind of just like circle around it.
Oxie saw it when he was working on your upgrade for sure.
Probably.
Yep.
Didn't ask me though. Wise
Nope.
choice.
Yep.
Did a lot of things wise in that scene because there's one thing that I've told myself is when it comes to that side of me, Echo is very tense.
Well,
So-
and I didn't want to take away any agency from you, right? So it was all questions leading up to it. It was, do you want me to take a look at it? Do you want to explore what some of these options are, right?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. It played out as it did, and I love the fact that there's things happening. I am an enigma. No one what am I? How does this work? No one knows because no one knows what the hell the morning is or what happened or how things, you know what I mean? So I love the idea of you fixing a lot of things and working on things, but then like later you're like, that's not quite what I did. And
Right.
then you're like, oh, maybe he did
Dude.
it, but it's like, nope, I didn't touch it.
I can't wait
It's
for all
just-
the flashbacks because their train is headed back in the center. So for us, there's going to be a lot of stuff going through our heads that are tied into the morning.
Oh, it's gonna be
Is
good.
there there's train tracks that aren't finished yet, right? Or is the whole loop done now?
They're building ahead of us, but
Yeah.
we're building into Valnar Elf territory
Yeah.
illegally,
Right.
and then
Right.
we're cutting through a desert that's run by gnomish dinosaur riders.
It's so good.
Dino Riders.
Also, can I just say, I think it's fantastic that Oxie had this viewpoint that Echo was a good person. I love that.
Yeah,
I mean, you think about it though.
I
like
love that.
we didn't have any context for your backstory.
Yeah.
That was where
And
it
you
was from.
also didn't probably tell that I burned a bunch of innocent people when
No, would not have seen that part either.
And I was like,
Yeah.
you believe what you want, pal. Sure, if you
Yeah.
think I'm a good guy, I appreciate that, but I'm not.
That's coming from a man who's a general from a genocidal people.
Yeah, exactly. All he sees you
Also
chose
true.
You're on the squad for the team that he was
True.
working for.
I mean, he's
You
not
know?
as bad as I am. He hasn't tried to wipe out entire
Yeah.
civilization.
Yeah.
That spectrum is wide for Oxie.
Our whole group is, suspect
it's-
at best.
At best.
And then there's the dirty hippie.
Hey, somebody's got to keep y'all entertained.
That's one word.
I mean, entertain, make dumb decisions, and just be an asshole. Yes, I've got that covered.
Yeah, I'm so excited about our fucking daggers.
Yeah,
So excited about these daggers.
lethargy goes over them. Like, what is this? It is just both sides of that ether just ripping at them at the same time. It's so
so
good.
Fisted by Dalcor.
Double fisted.
Why did that not cross my mind? Fuck it.
That's it, chat. We're done.
It's fucking over.
That's
We're
that's what it is.
fucking done.
Weirdly, on the end of the hilt, there's a little fist.
Send it!
We'll see you tomorrow over Baldur's Gate. Same
evening and
time,
good
same
night.
bat place. Much love, y'all.
And go fist yourself.